What is up, New York Jets fans all over the world, but of course, from New Jersey to Connecticut to Long Island and everything in between. All you Jets fans, you loyal Jets fans, season's over, but we are still celebrating all things New York Jets, and we've got to hit that Jets chant, don't we? Here we go. Jets, Jets, Jets. Here we go, folks. It is Saturday night here on the Long Island Sound. I am your late night New York Jets host, Midnight Mike, and I am happy to be here to talk to you guys. I'm happy that this is my first Saturday night of the new era of the Midnight Mike show, which also includes the new era of the New York Jets, the Aaron Glenn era. I am so excited about that, folks. And we've talked about it before. Obviously, there were other people that we all wanted to have. Everyone had their top, guy and their top three and all this stuff. And everyone's top head coach prospect was different. People wanted Vrabel, people wanted Ben Johnson, people wanted, this guy, blah, 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 blah. But if you looked at everybody's top three, Aaron Glenn was somewhere on that list. And I am so happy that we are bringing Aaron Glenn back to the New York Jets, back home, back where he belongs, because Aaron Glenn is a New York Jet. He's a guy who watched this team go from, and still a Pro Bowler throughout, by the way, watch this team go 3-13, then watch this team go 1-15, then saw the resurgence of the Bill Parcells era, going 9-7 and then 12-4 to the AFC Championship game. Aaron Glenn was one of the few guys who survived the purge of Bill Parcells from those 3-13 and 1-15 seasons to the success of the 9-7 New York Jets, to the 12-4 New York Jets, to the AFC Championship game New York Jets. He's one of the few guys who survived that Bill Parcells purge because he was that good. He was a Pro Bowler like all of those seasons. And I am so happy to have him back. I really am. We got a new GM. We're going to talk about that. We have a lot of things to talk about. And we have our intermission report with Mike and Maddie's top five, which tonight, fortunately and unfortunately, will be Mike and Murdog's top five. I love my man Murdog. I love Sean. I love Abe. I love Tommy. I love all my Midnight Mike show family. But Maddie, again, tonight will not be here. And once again, thoughts and prayers, I can't say it enough, go out to Maddie and his family. He's still dealing with the health issues with his mother. It hasn't gotten any better. But once again, we want to send our love to Maddie, all of us, everybody, not just the people who work here on the Midnight Mike show and come on and co-host and all that stuff with me, but also I know you guys in the comments section are throwing your love out to Maddie as well. He definitely appreciates it. He definitely sees it. You can tweet at him or direct message him, DM him, at Matty Jets on Twitter. And I know he'd appreciate all of your guys' support, your kind words, and all of that. But I don't want to, once again, I don't want to bring down the show, but it is important when there is someone in the family who is going through something like this, especially when they've given us the go to talk about it and give our well wishes and our thoughts and our prayers, that all you guys know. We want to be transparent on this show. So please send Matty your love, even if you can't direct message him, even if you can't, tweet at him, whatever it is. Just tonight when you go to bed, say a word for Matty, his family, and his mother. They are going through a tough time, and Matty, of course, will be back as soon as humanly possible. He wants to be here, but obviously we've all told him, myself, Murdog, Sean, and DB even. We've all told him, like, take your time. Like, this show is not important when it comes to something like this. And I'm sure all of you would agree. Let's try to bring the spirits back up. We've got a new head coach in Aaron Glenn. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a few things throughout this show, including the new general manager, Darren Moogie. Is that the correct pronunciation? I'm told it's like Loogie, Moogie, Mogi. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out throughout the show. I don't know much about this guy, except that he was the assistant general manager of the Denver Broncos. Suck it, DB. Purging your team. You guys had some success this year. Enjoy it. The Lions had some success this year. The Jets just came in and said, we'll take that, and we're going to move ahead as a team, as the New York Jets. But guys, hit the like button on your way in. That's what I want you to do. Hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe if you are new. We are going to have a great time tonight. And I don't do this often. I try to avoid it as much as possible. But when it's the last Saturday show of the month or the last Tuesday show of the month, I got to ask, I need those super chats tonight. I need those gifted channel memberships tonight. I need all that stuff, because when you get to the last shows of the month, you kind of want to rally. You kind of want to get, see what we can do, see what we can get in here to support the show. But once again, if you can't super chat, if you can't gift a channel membership, if you can't join the channel for less than a cup of coffee a month, which, by the way, a lot of new content. Now that I have a new setup, new computer, new keyboard, new mouse, Rodecaster all set up, new camera, I have some members only content ready to go, and I'll try to remember to talk about that later in the show. But I got my co-host tonight, Murdog, on the way in, ready to go, and he will be coming in right after I show you this, which, by the way, I know a bunch of you have seen. It was released by the New York Jets. It is courtesy of the New York Jets on X. And I figured as long as I give them props, as long as I let you know it came from them, we can all enjoy this 60-second hype video of Aaron Glenn. And when he was hired by the New York Jets, they put this out. Our new head coach, everybody. Enjoy.
First SportsCenter breaking news.
The New York Jets are hiring their former player, Aaron Glenn, as their next head coach.
Turn the music on! Aaron Glenn.
12th pick in this first round, select Aaron Glenn, defensive back, Texas A&M.
Every time you put your feet on the ground that morning, you felt like you was winning that game. At some point, man, we got to draw a line in the sand. Say enough is enough. Compete, man, compete! Compete!
And Aaron Glenn has a little attitude about him that I think is made for being in New York. He has an attitude that I think he's going to be honest with you. He's going to hold you accountable every single second.
Winning. Time to get that feeling back. Y'all dig what I'm saying?
Hey, that pumps me up, Murdog. How about you, buddy?
Yeah, man. 100%. I'm happy. We've talked about this a few times. And like I've said a few months ago, which I do have the clip that we talked about.
I have the clip.
Oh, you have? Well,
I got you the clip, Murdog. I got you the clip.
We have two. So
do you want me to show it right now?
No. I didn't know if you were. No. Do it later.
No. Murdog. You and DB came at me, said, "Yeah, we need to play this clip." Wow, and I said, "Give me a timestamp. I got you. I'll get it." And I not only do I have it, it's a little over 60 seconds, but you guys will enjoy this. I want to point out that here on the Midnight Mike Show, We were talking about Aaron Glenn being the next head coach in October. It wasn't just we, but Murdog brought it up to all of us and said, guys, there's someone you need to look at. And it's this Aaron Glenn guy. And we were like, who's this guy? Who's Aaron Glenn? And he said he was a former player. I said, who? Just kidding. Just kidding. But check this out. This is from a stream from before Halloween. You can check it out yourself. You can go back. It was one of the when we were going to play the Patriots, I believe. And I believe the episode was called Tragic Crash. But we have the clip for you. It doesn't matter. So this is what, 2-3 months ago?
Over 3 months ago, yeah.
Over 3 months ago that Murdog came on this show and already was pushing and saying, hey guys, we need to look at Aaron Glenn, and you'll see by the clip that I was fully on board. So let's check that out. Here it is.
But I also, on the other note, I do have a potential head coach that might want to come here.
Okay, who you got? Who you got?
A sought after coordinator named Aaron Glenn.
That I would not be against.
He's a former Jet, a beloved Jet, a guy who wants that head coaching job that got passed up.
Bring him home.
He's one of us. Now, I wanted an offensive guy. I want an offensive dude.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
But if we're talking about people that want, if you guys are saying nobody wants to come here, I can't see Aaron Glenn not wanting to come home to the team that drafted him.
Well, hey, Murdoch, remember, he's been here and seen the misery. So does he really want to? That's literally like you like, I have this completely insane, batshit crazy ex-girlfriend. That's like me now, 20 years later, wanting to go back to her, like for some reason. And it's like, why would Aaron Glenn, who lived through the Jets' misery, now want to come back and coach the Jets' misery? That's the only caveat I see. But I would love to have Aaron Glenn. If we're going with a defensive coach, then I'm okay bringing back Aaron Glenn, who is a Jet at heart. There it is. There it is. It's proof in the pudding, folks, that not only Murdoch was looking at Aaron Glenn in October, but I was on board. And I said, is he crazy enough? Well, it seems like he's crazy enough, Murdoch.
Yeah. Well, I posted the short on the YouTube channel on the Jet stream, but I didn't go that far deep. I think we cut it at like 40 something seconds. Yeah, that second part we didn't put.
All right. Well, Murdoch, what we're going to do real quick is we're going to get into these comments because a lot of people are in here. I see Chris, I see DB, I see Stack, I see Michael Landau. Any relationship to Dave Landau? If so, I'd love to get him on the show. I love the hire. The GM, not so sure about, although he reminds me of the dude that rebuilt the Cubs and the Red Sox, Epstein. Oh, you don't want to talk about him. Oh wait, different Epstein, I'm assuming. I think was his name. I hope he can rebuild us. Me too, Michael. Thank you for being here, channel member. You see that little mark next to his name, folks? That means he is a channel member. I want you to become a channel member as soon as possible and join the Midnight Mafia. That'd be great. Valerie, First Lady, coming in, says, hey, guys, we're all waiting for the man. I assume that's me. Thank you, Valerie. Because you're the First Lady, I guess I'm the man. I'm okay with that. Jerome Stack says, get down a moogie oogie oogie. Is that like get down on it? What is that from? What is moogie oogie oogie? Do you know?
Down. Moogie, moogie, oogie.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of sound. There's a lot of songs that include get down and some sort of sound effect afterward. Murdoch, you ever hear the song? You ever hear the song? It's an old 50s song. It's who up in the bop shabop shabop, who put the ram in the ram-a-lam-a ding dong. You ever hear that song?
That's like the 50s from Greece.
Yes. Do you know why? Originally that song was made as a joke because so many songs had the words, bop da bop or ram-a-lam, the little sounds, ram-a-lam-a ding dong. And he wrote it as a joke, almost a parody of songs from that era. And the song ended up becoming a hit. So, I'm just saying there's a lot of songs with boogie, oogie, oogie things in it. It is what it is. Courtney, what's up? Are you new, Courtney? I don't know. We'll find out. You comment down below if you're new. We may have seen you before. Valerie comes in and says it's a great opportunity for Aaron Glenn. I'm willing to give him a chance. I think we're all willing to give him a chance. And by the way, all of you guys, I'm not seeing super chats right now, so I'm hoping that you guys are hitting the thumbs up, because that is the key here. Hit the thumbs up. The YouTube algorithms let everybody know that me and Murdog are live, and then you know that just helps out the show. And I'll see the numbers go up, by the way, if you guys are hitting those thumbs up. But willing to give him a chance. I think he deserves a chance. What do you think, Murdog?
100%. 100% deserves a chance. I mean, one thing that people aren't, like, I had this whole thing down. A lot of the critics of the hire are going to point to he had no head coaching experience. Well, imagine the Rams didn't hire Sean McVay because he didn't have any prior head coaching experience. Or they might point to his defense just gave up 45 points to the Redskins in the playoffs. Well, he had 13 defensive players on injured reserve. Including Aiden Hutchinson and Alan McNeil, the defensive tackle. Like, cut the guy a break. You know, he was playing with like the infirmary unit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But then also you got to take into account how you're supposed to stop a team when your offense commits 5 turnovers.
Oh yeah, they had. I mean, that whole game for the Lions was a disaster.
Yeah, they put the defense in a bad spot the whole damn game. Bad field position. Given that you turn over the ball 5 times, Mike, you can't expect to win. Defense is exhausted.
I completely agree. Look, there is not a single person that should be blamed for that loss by the Lions. That was a team effort loss. Okay, everyone had their spots, and you're right. Aaron Glenn, and forget that last game. And let's go by this comment, because Bob, was that like Billy Bob from Varsity Blues? He comes in, he says, "Yo, Lions fan here. Anyone nervous or anxious about Aaron Glenn? He is a great coach, not my personal favorite defensive coordinator, but I love the idea of him as a head coach. I've seen almost every media interview," and that's what we're talking about, Bobby. Murdoch, it's like, if you look at what he did with that Lions defense was on, like you said, an injury, like you were dealing with the infirmary, like you said, almost the whole season, and he got them into the playoffs with, what was the record? 13 and I don't even remember.
14 and 3 or 15 and 2.
It was the best. It was the best record in the NFC. And so I look. Not only do I have faith that he can restore, and we've talked about this on the show too, Murdoch. It's not about and other people. We're not the only ones. It's about the change of culture. And I want to speak. If Aaron Glenn happens to fucking see this, I want him, whether he's keeping Aaron and Devontae, or whether he doesn't want to keep them, or whether he's going to deal with Sauce and Garrett and all these guys, never give in to these guys, okay? Keep your strength. That's what we need. We need a change in culture, because the second you give in to Aaron Rodgers, the second you give in to a Devontae or any of the diva activity that these stars want to pull, whether it's believing their own press or anything like that, which we saw in just a massive amount this year with the Jets. Every guy on the team, whether it's Brees or Garrett or Sauce or Aaron or Devontae or you name it, you saw guys thinking they're the shit. And we need a coach to come in and be the boss. The second you give in to a guy like Aaron Rodgers, or the second you give in to a guy like Garrett Wilson or Sauce, or any of these guys, the other players will see it and know that it's like a little kid, Murdoch. When a little kid knows that they can take advantage of a certain parent, mother, father, whoever, and they know that parent isn't going to stick through with a punishment, or they know that parent isn't going to go through with the rules of the household, they start taking advantage. They know how far they can push their buttons. So Aaron Glenn needs to come into this team with just, I'm the boss. Don't pull this diva shit. Don't pull any of this, whatever, believing your own press. We work as a unit. That's what I see, Murdoch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I put something out there, another short when he got hired, and pumped for the hire. I feel like one of the things I said was, I was like, I don't know if you guys were paying attention this year, but it feels like our young core, which we have a young core, feels like they're looking for the exit. Like, can't wait to get out of here. as it stands today. Well, prior to the hires. I think Aaron Glenn's going to be our Mike Tomlin, to where the players love him, respect him, run through the wall for him. It's the culture change that we need. Someone that's, he's been coaching for over a decade. Everyone loves him. It's something we need, and I think he's the best chance for us to retain the young core beyond their first contract, the rookie contract.
I agree. I think these guys are going to really rally behind Aaron Glenn, and that's what we need. That's honestly what we need. And the thing is, Miguel comes in. Miguel, dude, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. He comes in and says, One Jets Drive Media are the real MVPs. I still have not been able to watch that and I know it's going to be a positive One Jets Drive, but that last One Jets Drive that they released where Aaron Rodgers got his 500 touchdown and all that, I haven't been able to watch just because the season's over. I've been depressed, but now I feel like I can watch it. And I feel like the next One Jets Drive that they put out is going to involve the hiring of Aaron Glenn. And I'm very excited about that, Murdoch.
Yeah, you're reinvigorated.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, I'm not going to go like I did at the start of this season. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to go crazy and get my hopes up and go, oh, we're going to get it to the playoffs. All I want Aaron Glenn to do is get this team to become a team and just gets double our wins. Can we double our wins? Get us to 8 wins and I'll be somewhat happy. Like, I can't set my sights too high this season because I can't have another season where I get disappointed like I did last season. I can't.
It hurt a lot more this year because of the expectations, Mike. Like, based on the roster upgrades we made, it just felt different. Like, oh my God, we plugged holes. We got upgrades at the QB spot. We got this, just the offensive line. It just felt, how could this go wrong? But we should have known better because we're the Jets. That shit happens. So, but
Murdoch, I hope you got it. I guess you got a new nickname now, Dogstradamus.
Oh yeah,
your prediction. There you go. And Miguel says Murdoch the Prophet. Which one should we start calling you?
Oh wow, do I have a choice?
Sure. What do you want? Do you want Dogstradamus or Murdoch the Prophet? I feel like Dogstradamus works better only because Murdoch the Prophet seems like it's like the false gods kind of thing. Like we're putting you up in like a god pedestal. Whereas Dogstradamus, you're a guy who can predict the future.
Murdoch the Enlightened. I don't know.
Yeah, you're like the Sylvia Brown of this show. Do you remember Sylvia Brown? She was on like every Maury episode, and it turned out she was a complete fraud. But she used to come in and she was like a psychic. She reminded me of my Yaya, just because she all the jewelry, and she would always have like blinged out clothes and long nails. It just reminded me of my Yaya.
Did you say Yaya?
Yeah, Yaya.
Oh, okay. That's
grandma.
I never heard it in that context.
Grandma in Greek. It's she. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, because when I was a kid, that was referred to as something else.
What was it referred to when you were a kid?
No, is this PG-13? I'm getting eaten alive by the grades.
This is the Midnight Mike show, dude. We were on New Year's Eve. You were talking about how a girl needs to take care of a man. Go back and watch, buddy. I know you had a bunch of fucking drinks.
That was a wild night, though. It was like New Year's Eve night. No, like when I was younger, and my sister had young kids, and they'd be talking about like, oh, like my yaya, I got to go potty. Oh my yaya, it's just referring to parts.
Okay, all right. Well, Miguel came in and took care of us. Let's get this rally going. It is the last Saturday of the month. Super chats, channel memberships, gifted channel memberships. Miguel comes in and starts us off and gets the Jets chant. Jets. Miguel comes in, not only a channel member, but he sends us $5, says, welcome y'all. Let's get Midnight Mike to 3K subs and Murdoch to 200 subs. I'm stoked for this new Jets era. Glenn is going to be the GOAT head coach. Smash the like. Look, here's how it works, Miguel. I don't expect to get to 3K until we get into the next season. That's when things settle down in the off season. Okay. And that's cool, but I got a bunch of other things coming for you guys. Not only Jets content, but other content as well. So be prepared for this to come in the off season. But I appreciate it. I'd love to get to 3,000 subs. So if you're watching and you're not subbed, please hit that subscribe button below. And also, Yeah, head over to Murdog's channel. We got him to 100. Let's get him to 200.
Let's get me to 500, 600, 700.
Well, let's not get great. Let's get me to 1 million. I mean, like, since we're all just hoping for things, let's just do this. God damn it. I put these videos on in the background, just wanting some good background stuff, and all the goddamn ads that I get. It's bullshit. And then John Radcliffe gets the Jets chant. Jets. Now this guy, John, is the ultimate pessimist New York Jets fan. But we don't discriminate whether you're an optimistic Jets fan, pessimistic Jets fan, or a fan of another team that wants to come in and tell us we're all pieces of shit and losers for liking the New York Jets. Ask T-Dobbs, ask Rick Roll, ask what's the other Bills fan? Something CJ or DJ or Scott Black or YouTube user or the Miami Dolphins. Ask him. Ask DB, who's a Broncos fan, who's become one of our closest confidants here on the Midnight Mike show. We love the fans of other teams, but John Radcliffe, our resident pessimist, comes in. He says,
Mike,
say it again.
Who is he? What's his team?
He's a Jets fan, John.
Like seriously, a Jet fan?
Oh yeah, he's seriously a Jets fan. He's one of our resident what do you call it? He works, he does the same thing Maddie does. They work
okay. I know him. I know him.
CO.
Yeah, I know him. I just didn't know if he was like, wait, did I miss something? Is he a fan of another team?
No. But I'm saying, like, fans of other teams come on and shit on us and shit on the Jets. Well, John's a Jets fan and comes in and shits on the Jets all the time.
Yeah. He's related to Alan.
Yes. Him and Alan would get along great. He comes in with $5, says Patsy hire for two third picks and to appease fans. And who is this clown at GM? The great tank of 2025 is on. Come home, Kevin Banks Jr. John, look, here's what I'll say to you. And you know I love you. So I will preface this with that. But you need to, as Jets fans, until we see failure, we need to at least give the benefit of the doubt. The way I look at it is the Jets are good. Now, we've gone through a pretty bad spell here. But throughout our history, we have like 1-2 good seasons every decade, maybe a little more. Now, the same thing's gotta go with the head coach. You know, we've had so many shit head coaches as of late. Since Rex Ryan and Eric Mangini, really, we've had a bunch of crap. Okay. One of them has got to be somewhat decent. So let's give the benefit of the doubt to Aaron Glenn and let's see what he does before we completely just destroy him. Not only that, but he's one of us. He is a fucking Jet.
Yeah, fuckers.
Like, God damn it, guys. I appreciate the super chats, though. I will say that. I definitely appreciate the super chats.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to put this one into words. As a Jet fan, seems like everyone's just like always waiting for the shoe to drop. They're always expecting bad things, failure. Can't live like that, man. There's the otherwise, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And if we can't try to get behind one of our own, then who can we really get behind? You know what I'm saying? It's like he's a Jet. Like, this guy is a fucking Jet. Do I need to play the video again?
I mean, put it this way, right? We're always looking for like credentials. Like, what have you done? Like we always said about Rex Ryan, like, what have you done? What have you won to be able to run your mouth? Aaron Glenn has been a coach and the coordinator for that complete 180 turnaround the Lions made. The Lions, Browns, and the Jets run parallel in their NFL lives. Lions turned it around, complete 180. From the NFC Championship last year to 15-2 this year. Don't forget Aaron Glenn's coaching stops. He spent like 4 seasons under Sean Payton. That shit matters. He got good tutelage. And now he just experienced, the Lions turnaround. Like, you act like this guy's like the ball boy for for the Jaguars, and we're hiring him as the head coach. He's earned this spot.
I agree, man. I agree. And once again, it's like, If you're going to bring in a random, no one with head coach experience, and you're going to bring in a random offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or whatever, why not? Ben Johnson told us to go fuck ourselves. Mike Vrabel basically made us kiss his ass. How are you not going to get excited about, like, look, now you have Mike Vrabel, a former Patriot, coaching the Pats, and you have Aaron Glenn, a former Jet, coaching the Jets. How sweet would it be to fucking go in there and just sweep the Patriots this year? Like, guys, we got to be excited about something. And I'm not saying, John, I want you to know, and I want all the other Jets fans who are Allens and all those people, I want you guys to know, I'm not setting my sights high like I did at the beginning of this season. But I've got to give this guy the benefit of the doubt because I sat in Giants Stadium. I watched him. I loved him. And now I want to, I almost want to go get an Aaron Glenn jersey. like hell fucking yeah. Like, it is what it is. Real quick, Guillermo, one of my Dabbleverse buddies comes in and says, is Murdoch one of those little person wrestling promotions? I don't know if he's calling you a little person. Oh, Abe, get back in here. I was just literally about to bring you back in or bring you in. But is he saying that you are a promoter of midget wrestling, or is he saying that you are a midget yourself? I don't know.
I don't know. Explain yourself, Guillermo.
Jerome comes in and says, I hate disco. I don't know where this came from. Maybe I missed the previous comments. Were we in a conversation about music? I don't know. I hate disco.
Get down Boogie Oogie Oogie.
Oh, there you go. I hate disco. I'm a diehard Allman Brothers fan. Led Zeppelin too. There you go. I like that. Scott, what's up, man? Good to have you here. You don't call it enough, Scott. After the break, after our Mike and Murdoch's top 5 and the intermission report around the hour mark, I'm taking calls tonight. We've got the new computer. We've got everything. I can take calls tonight, and I know we're gonna get our Mets. But Scott, think about calling in. T-Dobbs, one of these days, we need a Bills fan to call in, and we got to talk about that too. We got to talk about this Bills-Chiefs game because I'm fucking done. Look, I know people are sitting here being like, I hate the Chiefs. I think, Murdoch, you were on that. Fuck it. This is going to be the game I root for the Chiefs. I can't have the Bills. No, Murdoch, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
It's okay. I mean, I hate the Chiefs more than anything. And
I know. When AFC East, I can't. Murdoch is being eaten alive by his green screen when he flails around with those arms.
It's so true. That's what I was doing before, trying to like put it over the chair because the green screen, it's not working.
Hey, Maddie. Hey, all. I just wanted to say thanks for all the kind words. I'll be back soon, Maddie. We miss you. We love you. You just take care of your family, man. Give everybody hugs for us. Say, hey, everybody over at the Midnight Mike Show sends their support, man. I really do. I really do love it. Jeremy Johnson says, we loved Aaron Glenn in Detroit. Good luck, Jets fans. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I want to point out, any Lions fans watching, you may be new to this show, but we are huge supporters of the Lions. And it's not that I love the Lions. I love Lions fans and I love Browns fans because they've gone through the same fucked up misery that Jets fans have gone through. Now, we had our negative Nancy called John Radcliffe. Let's bring in someone that I know loves Aaron Glenn and loves the Aaron Glenn signing. My former co-host of Jets Uncovered, now a capitan here on the Midnight Mike Show. He's welcome all the time. He gets the link earlier than everybody. Let's bring in Honest Abe. How you doing, Abe?
El Capitan reporting for duty, sir.
How you doing, man?
Honestly, today's been one of the most fucked up days I've had to deal with in a long time, just on a work level. I don't even want to get into what it was all about. But luckily, none of it involved me having to find Aaron Glenn or Mark Brunell or any of my Detroit guys and having to handle business with them. Thankfully, they're all safe and secure, hopefully at the Meadowlands or somewhere near there, because Aaron Glenn is going to take my team to the promised land. Now, I do need to say this quickly because we mentioned the turnaround process and all that. Don't forget, people talk really highly about Dan Campbell now and how he turned it around and all that. Their first year, I think that they started off 0-12 or something along those lines. So it's not hey, we're immediately going to be a contender kind of team. Dan Campbell had more head coaching experience than Aaron Glenn, being a interim coach for the Dolphins for a short time. So there is going to be some sort of transition period. My hopes are incredibly high for Aaron Glenn, but I'm also not expecting like a 14-3 kind of team right off the rip.
Yeah, well, Abe, that's what I said. Just double our win total, or get us to 9 wins, something like that. You know,
Honestly,
we don't.
All I want is meaningful football in December. Like that's all I want.
Yeah, we were done before Halloween. We were like, season's over.
Yeah, give me the last 4 games of the season having some sort of meaning, and it's a huge win in my book.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like we don't even with this first season with Aaron Glenn. I don't even expect the playoffs would be beautiful, but I don't expect, like you said, just have meaningful games in December where we're not I can't remember the last Jets season where we were coming up on Christmas and I was excited about the New York Jets. Usually it's over by Halloween and we're fucking lucky to get to Thanksgiving.
Yep. Right. We're getting a lot of former Jets, I feel like, joining this coaching staff as well. And even if it doesn't succeed, the nostalgic of it all is going to make a lot of people very happy.
Real quick, the Card Shark comes in and says, I'm an Eagles fan and I enjoy this show a lot. Thank you, Card Shark. We seem to be a good place for fans of other teams because we're not pussies like a lot of other shows, not just Jet shows, but there's a lot of shows out there for teams where if you come in and you shit on their team or you shit on their players, they're going to block you. They're going to fucking ban you. They're going to do all this shit. This isn't how we roll. We love people coming in and calling us assholes.
Mary.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, Abe, look, Murdoch said it months ago. We were talking about Aaron Glenn coming to the New York Jets. He's finally here. And I know that you have been a big proponent of Aaron Glenn. And we talked about the fact that it's the culture. It's not just everything else. It's like he needs to come in and show no weakness with these players. He needs to gain their respect. And he needs, the second he shows weakness to one player, whether it's Aaron or Devontae or Sauce or Garrett, every other player is going to see that and know that they can take advantage. So that's the main thing. I don't know how you feel about it, Abe, but that's the main thing that I want Aaron Glenn to do. And that's not show weakness to anyone. Like he has a vision, fucking stick the landing.
I agree 100%. And everyone talks about, because on paper, Robert Saleh was a first-time head coach and a former defensive coordinator, and so is Aaron Glenn. Todd Bowles, first-time head coach, former defensive coordinator. Rex Ryan, first-time head coach, former defensive coordinator. It's all the same. It's not, because at the end of the day, it's not where they were, but it's where they're going. What kind of people are they? And Aaron Glenn, you can see it from the Lions. And again, I'm close. I do a lot of Lions coverage as well. You can see how much the players respect him.
Yeah.
And very interestingly, I saw this out here and I found it fascinating. When Aaron Glenn took the Jets job, players like Alex Anzalone were saying, great hire for the Jets, things of that sort. When Ben Johnson got the job for the Bears, radio silence. No one said, hey, happy for you, great move, nothing like that. No one said well-deserved, nothing. A lot of silence, and I think that says a lot, and I think it shows how much that the players respect Aaron Glenn, and I do think it has to do a lot with the fact that he is a former player.
Well, Abe, I heard some rumblings that there was tension and problems with Ben Johnson and the Lions to where he was gone regardless this year. He wasn't coming back. Is that true?
My sources have not told me anything of that sort, so I don't know. I will find out. I can do that. I can do a little digging and see that. It's nothing I've heard. Now maybe things will come out now after they lost in their first playoff game this season. That Ben Johnson was focused so much more on the other things and not on this year's team and all that. There's a potential for that, but I have a hard time believing that guys are going to be unhappy with Ben Johnson when he turned down other offers over the last 2 years. Let's not forget, he turned down an offer from Carolina. He turned down an offer from Washington. He had head coaching opportunities and he turned them down to go back to the Lions. So I'd have a hard time thinking that guys within the organization were upset at him when he turned down leaving the place.
No, it just tracked what you just said of radio silence after he went to the Bears. Now, I don't know if that's because he went instead in the division to a rival, but you at least somebody would be like, yeah, he was a great guy. He'll do good for the Bears. But if you're saying radio silence, it tracks with the fact that they were having problems behind the scenes with him prior to him taking the job.
I wouldn't say that that's necessarily like problems, or it's not as much like, yeah, we're boys, right? Like Aaron Glenn is boys. Like, they love this man, right? They respect him. Where Ben Johnson was, yes, coach, I got you. Here's the route I'm running. Okay, cool. Hey, that's an interesting play. That's a cool play. That could work. We'll keep rolling with that. I got you, coach. As opposed to Aaron Glenn, having the defense over for dinner, right? Really gelling in that sort with him in charge.
Also real quick, I want to point out Infrared came in and said, I was on Matt's wrestling show, and I don't even watch wrestling anymore. He's killing it. I didn't realize I'm kind of upset that Metz is running right now, not because he's running against me, but because that means there's a possibility he won't be on the show later and won't be able to be like, I hate all of this bullshit. The typical Metz stuff.
I can't be on because it's Saturday night's main event.
Is that what's on? What's on tonight?
Saturday night's main event.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh no, but that might end at 10, right?
Yeah, it's not. It's like a 2-hour show, probably 2 to 3.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, quick shout out to whoever Wild Wave is. Saying that Murdoch be watching Woodward Sports. I happen to know Woodward Sports is like a lot of my sources. That's where I know a ton of people within Woodward Sports, and is how I got to a lot of places where I got to. So shout out to Wild Wave for even knowing what Woodward Sport. It's like a local, like, forget about the Fan, right? Everybody knows the Fan. Think about it if like a mom and pop shop opened up and did New York sports, and nobody knows about it. They're the clear number 2. Like, that's kind of what Woodward Sports is, like, locally in Detroit. So I know you guys have never even heard of them. I've done a lot of work with them. Some good people. That's how I have some connections and good.
No, well, now hold on, Abe. I don't know. You're right. I don't know who that is, but on the Odyssey app, I follow a lot of sports radio from other cities, because when something happens, like, let's say, like, I follow one of the main sports shows in Chicago, and it's so when something happens in Chicago with the Bears or whatever, I can click on them and hear what their local thing is saying. I just haven't gotten to Detroit yet. And
I'm with you. And there is a bigger local radio station, and that's probably the one that you would find that gets more.
Oh, okay.
All that. This is like some dude that had a lot of money and said, hey, I want to start my own sports station, and like hires a bunch of buddies and like well-known, like Braylon Edwards hosts a show here. Darren McCarty, former Detroit Red Wing, hosts a show. So like you get guys like that are able to keep a network like that going. Yeah. You wouldn't. It's all on YouTube. Like, you wouldn't just be able to like easily find it like from local radio or anything like that.
Yeah, I saw it online. That's why I'm asking you. Like, I don't know Woodward, but I saw it. Maybe they're the ones who posted it, but I just saw it online looking at other sports, and I came across that story. So I was like, since you're in Michigan, I was like, maybe you heard a lot more in depth.
I love guys, but they're a little clickbaity.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just throwing out there because you're more in the know than I am about that stuff.
Yeah.
Real quick, Stanley Man comes in and says, the Jets' record will depend on the Jets obtaining good safeties, a starting free safety and defensive tackle who can stop the run. If Glenn can make the defense better and we use our running backs along with steady QB play, what do you think there, Murdoch?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't know if we're bringing back Chuck Clark. DJ Reed is probably on his way out, so we'll need corner. Maybe Stiggers could step up. My draft one, I found a whole bunch that I'm interested in the pre-draft stuff I started doing. And Stanley, if you ask DB, Infrared, probably Mike, I've been like pounding the table for a run stuff and defensive tackle because that was our major flaw this year.
Yeah, we just
how many times have I said on this show the loss of Quentin Jefferson and JFM destroyed us from week 1. If we don't get a big boy in the middle to stop the run, we're fucked next year too. So I'm totally on the same page as Stanley with that. The running backs, I'm okay with the running backs. I mean, Brees had some fumbling issues. He had some catching issues. But the biggest problem they did with the running backs is on 3rd and 1, you better give the ball to Braylon Allen. He's a bulldozer. Stop giving it to Breece Hall on 3rd and 1. You got a Mack truck, 20-year-old Mack truck ready to come in. Too many times they didn't do that. And steady QB play. I mean, we saw Aaron light it up. We saw him bad. He still could play at this level. He's still better than anything we could replace him with. But our offensive line was atrocious in the beginning of the season where he was getting his ass destroyed. No diddy. But he was getting beat up on a weekly basis. So now Ola will be the starting left tackle next year. We might have another season of Morgan Moses. So we're probably going to have to draft a right tackle. I found one that I'm interested in. But yeah, I mean, this isn't a complete. We're not like fucked beyond all repair. You know, we could turn this around like that.
Yeah, and it comes down to honestly not dropping as many balls, stopping the run, and not getting as many penalties and having a kicker. We get those things, and this team is it could get a winning record. I don't even want to go into those Super Bowl playoffs, all that shit. Let's bring it down a little bit, folks, and let's just hope for a fucking winning record. Real quick, I got another super chat in here, so you get the Jets chant. Jets. Our pessimist, our big old pessimist, John Ratcliffe with $5. Thank you for continuing the rally here on our last Saturday of the month, folks. Guys, get in those super chats. It's the last Saturday of the month. Show your support, give some channel memberships, all that stuff. But seriously, without that, I need you guys hitting the like button. Just hit the like button. It's free, and it helps out so much. More people will see. I'll see the numbers actually go up when you guys start hitting that like button. So please go down below and do that. John says, MJ is dying laughing right now, about to say I'm a Jets fan. Who shits
on the Jets?
Who shits on the Jets? Love you guys too. I'll be at the Yard Goats April 18th. I'll check into that, John. As most people know, I do media for the Hartford Yard Goats, get to interview players, get on the field, all the backstage stuff. I really do enjoy that. This past season, not as much because I've been doing this Jet show and it's been doing a lot more for me. And I'll get into that on another show. I have a lot of things that I would like to bring up on why I pulled back on the Hartford Yard Goats. But I will be meeting John for a game at Duncan Park in Hartford, 100%. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Now, here's what I want to do. I talked to you a bit about this Murdog, and I want to say this to you, Abe, too. We're going to get to our predictions for the AFC and NFC championship games, but I'm telling you right now, I can't root for the Bills. I don't care if the Chiefs get another fucking Super Bowl. I just don't care. I can't have the one thing that we have over the Bills disappear. Like, I'm sorry. I Bills fans out there, and you should be happy because everyone I root for loses. So there's a good chance the Bills win because I'm actually going to be, for the first time in probably 5 years, going to be rooting for the Chiefs on Sunday.
Abe?
You know, I'm rooting hard for the Chiefs.
I know, and Murdog is too. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
I said it last week. I'm rooting for the Chiefs to win the whole damn thing. Like I'm in the minority. I get it. I'm okay with that. I'm rooting for history. I'm rooting for seeing something that we don't get to see very often.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Okay, you're rooting for the Chiefs to beat the Bills.
Oh, I'm always rooting for the Bills to lose. I hope
correct. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I want the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Giants to lose every single game 100-0. Honestly, I've rooted for the Patriots bus to break down on the way to a game, and then they have to forfeit. Like, I hate the Patriots, and I hate the Bills, and I hate the Dolphins.
There you go. See, Murdog, you look, Murdog, look. I understand. I don't want the fucking Chiefs. I'm rooting, honestly, Eagles or Commanders, Redskins. I'm rooting for either one of them to win the Super Bowl over the Chiefs and the Bills. Honestly,
I said last week, I said I don't care who it is, whoever beats the Chiefs, that's what I'm rooting for in that game. Now, if the Bills win and they're in the Super Bowl, I might be rooting for the Commanders or Eagles. sure. But the Chiefs getting them the fuck out of the playoffs is my priority, because I would respect them more if they didn't have the refs on their team. It's just every damn season, every big play for 5 years now. I just can't.
Well, I do think this Chiefs Bills game is going to be very interesting. Not watching the Chiefs, not watching the Bills, but watching how the refs handle this, because that they want to get the Chiefs in there, and they want to suck on Josh Allen's balls. So it's going to be very interesting to see what side they take when Josh Allen flops, or when Patrick Mahomes flops, or when there's a weird interception or pass interference, whatever. I think the most interesting thing of this AFC Championship game is going to be watching what the refs do.
See, the flopping doesn't bother me. That's just him being like, a nerd. Whatever. You're going to flop like a girl. Okay. No offense to the ladies. But I'm just saying, like a soccer player is what I should say. It's like, oh, big play in the second half, interception, ran back to the 20-yard, holding, pass interference, whatever it is. Bring it back, flag. No, Chiefs throwing interception. No, they really didn't. There's a flag. It happens every damn year. So I think luckily they're going to be under a lot more scrutiny. Everybody, like you just said, is going to be keying in on every call. Like Jawan Taylor at the tackle spot holds and commits penalties on every play. And they call it, they'll call penalties against the Chiefs when it doesn't matter. So then they could say at the final stat line, well, we called 6 penalties against the Chiefs. Yeah, but it didn't matter at that point. We're talking about like prominent moments in the game where the game was on the line and the Chiefs got stopped on 3rd and whatever. Roughing the passer because you coughed and Mahomes was in the vicinity. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I hate the Chiefs so much, that I feel like they didn't earn it. They've been a great team, but they didn't earn it in my eyes.
What do you guys think of Infrared? By the way, channel member. What do you think Infrared coming in saying get Nick Mangold to be our offensive line coach? I don't think we're gonna have any problems here with you guys, but what do you think, Abe?
It's really cool. It's really nostalgic. Nick Mangold hasn't coached any football in his life, as far as I know. Just because you're a great player doesn't mean you're going to be a great coach. Like,
what about DeVito?
Has he been coaching?
He's coaching. I believe he's coaching at Del Barton in New Jersey.
I mean, cool. Maybe. Like, how about we bring in quality like NFL coaches? Like, yeah, they could be former players. Mark Brunell's a former player that's been coaching in the NFL for the last 5 years. Like, how about instead of getting guys that, like, I heard Wayne Corbett is in.
Wait, real quick, keep going with this. Scott needs to see a Yard Goats hat. Give me 1 second. You guys keep talking.
So, like, Wayne Corbett has brought it up, like, that he's interested in being on the staff. Like, okay, that's great. Like, but these guys haven't coached before, as far as we know. But because we love them as Jets, and obviously we love Wayne Corbett, we love Nick Mangold, does that mean that he should be getting a coaching position, like being the head offensive line coach?
All right. One of the big problems.
Aaron Glenn didn't get this job because he played for the Jets. Aaron Glenn got this job because he worked his way up the chain to be considered for a head coaching job. Like, Jeff Saturday never coaching and becoming a head coach was the most ludicrous thing probably in NFL history, let alone just for the Indianapolis Colts. And everyone laughed at them about that. But we as fans, because we love this guy, the Colts love Jeff Saturday. We love Nick Mangold. Now we should go and just bring him on as a coach because we love the guy. Guys got to go.
I think Mangold's been at training camp and practices. Like, he's been around the facility for the last couple of years. So he's already teaching the guys. Like, I've seen him working with Tippmann. I've seen him working, with the guys. But to make him like the offensive line coach is a stretch. We already have him in the building as far as being a visitor, that's bringing guys off to the side, teaching them, just, imparting any knowledge that he can from his playing days.
That's cool.
But like, I'm talking about like structure-wise, management-wise, I don't know if I would just hand him the reins of you're the offensive line coach.
Yeah,
right off the bat. Yeah, no, he's okay where he is now, just assisting them like on the sidelines, at One Jets Drive.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to do a little fashion show for everybody. I am a Hartford Yard Goat. I'm Hartford Yard Goat Media. I can go to any game I want. I can interview players. I go to media day, all that shit. Scott Foster said he needed to see a Yard Goats hat. I got 4 for you. How about that? So here comes the fashion show. First, you got their standard Yard Goat with the goat biting on the a baseball bat. This is their main hat, right? And I'm going to whip through this quick, get back to Jets talk, but here we go. So this is their main hat. This is what you expect from the Hartford Yard Goats. But then you got their letter hat with the H. Here we go.
Bro, put that hat back on.
All right, there we go. You got the H hat. This is my favorite style of hat. I love this hat. It has the little horns up here, looking great. Hartford, boom. Okay, keep going.
That's great.
Then you got what I call kind of like their Yankee hat. And they're not an affiliate of the Yankees. But if you see, you got the goat, but it has that Yankee Uncle Sam hat jammed through that one horn. Okay, so this is one of their alternate hats. And then my last one before I put the Jets hat back on is I love this one. They put these out for MLB teams and a few minor league teams, but the Hartford Yard Goats were one of the bigger teams, so they got it. And it's their 4th of July, America hat. So here we go.
America.
Patriotic. I love it.
So if you can see, you got the H with the patriotic on the side. It says Hartford, USA. And of course, we got this. America, fuck yeah! But there it is. There's my heart. I actually have a few other ones, but those are the ones I decided to show you. So there you go, Scott. Hartford Yard Goats. By the way, they're the coolest hats ever. Go online and get yourself one.
I like the second one.
Boom. Right back to the Jets. Thank you, Scott. We got a couple minutes left here with Abe before we head into our intermission report. I'm going to head down here and reboot here the comments. Yeah, thank you. A different John, who is a wise ass. John Millender comes in, says, Jets fans equals losers for life. I can't argue with you, sir. What am I going to do? Argue that point? I mean, let's be honest here. Wayne Corbett has expressed he wants to be a wide receivers coach. I'd more than entertain that move too. Hire internally. But here's the thing, like we were talking about with Nick Mangold, it kind of applies to Wayne Corbett too. It's like, so are we just going to now bring in almost anyone who used to be on the team, regardless of the experience that they have coaching? Like, is that what
Nick says he wants to be the DB coach? Dude hasn't coached in his entire life. But hey, you were great with the Jets, so come on, you want to come in for training camp, be around the team. That's cool. Like I mentioned before, Braylon Edwards, buddy of mine, he goes down there, he hangs out with the team, in training camp, gets to know the guys. Cool. That doesn't mean go be the receivers coach, bro.
Right.
Rod says Chad Pennington is a traitor to the Jets, and Chad Pennington joined the Miami Fish. I was never a huge Pennington fan. Look, he had great completion percentage and whatnot. He was very accurate within 10 yards. But I like the gunslingers. I like the Namaths. I like the Vinnies. I like the Ken O'Briens. I like the Brett Favres. That's, I know that's a harsh take here on the Jet show, because a lot of guys like Abe here grew up with Chad Pennington. But never one of my top guys. Never one of my top guys.
Because of him.
He was serviceable.
Hey, I got a question for Abe real quick. Who's in the trunk tonight?
Mark Brunell.
He's in the trunk?
Yeah. I'm a like, bro, you do not go to Chicago. You coming to New York.
I thought it was like, once you're in the trunk, it's a wrap.
No. I'm transporting him.
Hold on. What word are we really hearing about Mark Brunell? Like, is he really, is there really a chance that we're going to get him on the Jets?
So here's what I think is going to happen. I think Mark Brunell will not be the offensive coordinator. This is just my gut. No sources. I think Nick Caley is going to end up being the offensive coordinator from the Rams. Although, Nick Caley will be the offensive coordinator for the Rams. We cannot bring in Mark Brunell just to be the quarterback's coach because that's his current position with the Lions. So what we're going to have to do is kind of rename it, and it'll be the quarterback coach / passing game coordinator, and that's how you get out of that kind of that loophole of things to get a guy from another team. And I think that's what ends up happening.
Okay. I mean, like, once again, it's like it'd be nice to bring in a Mark Brunell. It'd be nice to bring in a Josh McCown, but it's like it's once again we're just bringing in all these guys, former players. And
hey, it's different. It's different with Brunell and McCown who've had NFL coaching experience.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is both these guys have been in the building. They both know the Jets, at least to a point. They don't know the Jets like Aaron Glenn knows the Jets, right. Or Rex knew the Jets or whatever. They were only with us for a very short time. But it's look, lately players as coaches in the NFL have had a pretty good success rate. So
I think we should also bring in Tom Tupa to coach the special teams, but that's just me.
Is he coaching?
What about John Hall?
I love John Hall.
Yeah, let's bring in John Hall.
That dude is coached out of his mind.
I liked him.
Is Nick Lowry still alive? Let's bring him in.
Oh, Mike Ted Nugent.
Man, he can sit here. He can not only kick, but he can also like shred a guitar.
Yep. Ray Lucas, the QB coach. Let's go.
Submissions comes in, says, guys, I'm with the coach hire, but this GM, what has he done? Well, he was the assistant GM over at Denver, and Denver put together a team this year that none of us expected. So if he had anything to do with putting together this team, which I'm sure he had at least some to do, that's a positive. What do you guys think? What do you think? Before we have to get to the intermission report. So Abe, let me know your thoughts on this new GM hire.
Look, I've said it before. I want the GM to be somebody that gets along with the coach at the end of the day. Like teams you've built before, who knows who's got the final say? For all we know, he could have been pounding the table for Patrick Surtain and they got him, or he could have been pounding the table for another guy that they didn't take who turned out to be a bum. These things like this, we're never going to know. All I want in a GM is somebody that can get along with the coach, that they can see eye to eye. They both say, they can come to an agreement on players that they want. I don't want the coach saying, hey, I want to trade for this guy. We got to do whatever we can to trade for him. And the GM saying, no, I can't stand him. His uncle looked at me the wrong way, and I want this guy no part of my organization. I want two guys that have a relationship that can continue to build that and view the organization in the same way.
Thank you. All right. Well, Abe, listen, we got to get to our intermission report. I really do appreciate you coming in. Obviously, you are always welcome, and I will keep trying to remember because you're not like I get to send this link to everybody. Sean, Murdog, Maddie, Tommy, everybody in the same thread. Not you. You I have to email individually. You're a special case.
I am the special.
I'll send you a message after the show. Abe.
Wait, hold on. Now that Abe's in the Discord, maybe we could create a little group in there and I can get it to all of you in one shot in the Discord. I don't know.
I'm technologically retarded, so who knows?
It is what it is. Abe, thank you so much. I hope to see you back soon.
Yes, sir. Later, fellas.
See you later, brother.
All right. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Midnight Mike Show intermission report is where myself and Maddie, or tonight, myself and Murdog, will come to you and we will ask all of you guys in the comments section a generic top 5. We've done top 5 football uniforms. We've done top 5 movie theater snacks. We've done top 5 Christmas movies around Christmas time. We need something generic so that everybody in the comments section can play along too. And Maddie was actually saying the last time he was on, hey, we might need to retire this segment. And then we got a bunch of great suggestions that night. And I was like, oh, we got to remember these. But I was at my mom's house. I don't remember them all. So if you put one of those in, please put them in the comments section because we are about to get to the intermission report and do Mike and Maddie's top 5, which of course is Mike and Murdog's top 5 tonight. But I don't have a soundbite for that. So it's still Mike and Maddie's top 5. So we're going to get to our intermission report, and we'll come back to a little 15-second or some odd break, 20-second break. We'll be back, and we'll be checking out your guys' top 5, doing them with you guys. Here we go.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
I'm Murdoch. At this time, I'm always looking for a blank sheet because everything in both of my notebooks for this Jet show has been filled up. Maybe one of these days I should put this up for like an auction, not even to sell, just to like literally like whoever guesses something right, I will send you all of my notes for the past like year on this show about the look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I do it in my phone.
What?
I do it in my phone, like notes. Like I took down notes.
Dude, I'm old school, man. I do old school ink on notebook. Like that's me.
No, but I have this right here. This is my notes for the shorts that I've been doing. You know, like I wrote, write it down, but for some other things I put it in the phone.
Real quick, Murdoch. Here's a great thing. We've got another Jets chant to play. Here we go. Jets. Miguel, one of our newest diehard viewers and friends of the show, comes in with $5. Not only that, he's a channel member. Thank you, Miguel. He says, I'll be a loser Jets fan. I'm gangrene for life. We got a tight fan base. We endure the misery. I love being a part of the Midnight Mike community. Dude, thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, we don't piggyback off of other shows. We don't suck other Jets content creators' balls to get the videos and the views and the channel members that we get. We're doing this all ground up. It's me, Maddie, Murdoch, and then you got your Abes and your Tommies and your Seans. How many of those people do you see on other Jets content shows? We are original, folks. Okay, so I appreciate that, Miguel, a lot. That means a lot. So thank you very much for the $5. Let's keep that going, and let's keep hitting those thumbs up to get more people in here. And I see the numbers going up, and then they start to go down a little bit, and then you guys start hitting the like button, they go up again. Let's get to these top 5s. How about that? We got T-Dobbs coming in with top 5 sandwiches. I could do that. Does that include, now Murdoch, would that include like burgers, or is that just literally like deli sandwiches?
Yeah, I think it's like, I think there was like a great debate one time. It's like, is a hamburger a sandwich? And I'm going to have to say, in the spirit of sandwiches, no. Although technically it's 2 pieces of bread
with something in the middle.
Yeah, so technically you can, but in the spirit of
I
it,
agree. A burger is because you could do top 5 burgers, and it could be your own category.
Yeah, I think it's its own thing. It's its own entity. So I would say no, like in practical terms, but in technicality, yeah.
Okay, Scott Foster comes in top 5 farm animals. This seems like shady. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know. We'll see. Miguel comes in top 5 sports cars. I don't know enough about cars. I'll be honest.
Me neither.
Top 5 urban legends. That's pretty good. Although I feel like that's something I need to research more. Top 5 ball sucking Jets content creators. We'd get ourselves in a look. Not trying to start a war here. There's a lot of Jets content creators out there who talk shit behind people's backs, and I get messages from people. As a matter of fact, if Dano's ever in here, Dano, me and you still need to talk, because I just want to make sure that you know that I had nothing to do if you heard about a certain Jets content creator talking shit about other Jets content creators and other Jets fans, that I had nothing to do with that. But I don't necessarily want to start any wars here, because it's not worth it. It's like, I don't care. Like, I do my own shit, and I love so many Jets content creators, like I've always been a viewer of Jake Asman, and I've always loved, and people know I love Green Bean and Matt and Ryan, and I love Ian from Jets Central. Like, and if I haven't named someone, I'm sorry, but I love so many, and I became a Jets content creator because of the love that I thought that all the Jets content creators had only to find out a year into me doing the show that there's shady ass motherfuckers out there who will talk shit behind your back. And I'm not about that. I'm not going to do that. Like if I'm going to talk like straight up shit, I'll come out and I'll say it, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's not worth it. It's just not worth it to punch down like that. People who act like that it's sad. Top 5 rappers. I don't know much about rap, but I could do that.
Yeah,
Michael comes in with top 5 hot women actresses. Ooh, kind of like that one. Kind of like that one. Who doesn't want to talk about a hot woman actress?
There's so many.
Well, you know what I would do if we were going to do this? Murdoch? It'd have to be throughout history, because I would go with top 5 women actresses that I had crushes on, like growing up, and like the ones that I put posters on my wall.
Yeah, top 5 crushes.
It wouldn't necessarily have to be like today where we go, oh, Sydney Sweeney's super fucking hot. Like it wouldn't have to be that. It could be like going back to the 80s and 90s. You know what I'm saying? You want to do this one?
There's so many. We'd be leaving out. What would happen?
But it doesn't matter. It's like when I say generic, this is one that everyone in the comments section could easily just start rattling people off. And that's what I kind of look for. So Michael kind of hit it out of the park with this one.
No, I mean, it's a great topic. I just be sitting here thinking like, oh my God, who do I put over who?
Is your girlfriend going to get pissed at you?
Probably.
Because I know my wife wouldn't care she knows who I had crushes on growing up.
No, because all right, so like we got Val and Kim in here, and maybe they could chime in on this one. Anytime that me and my girlfriend are like discussing a female on television, like a celebrity or like a girl in wrestling, and I give a compliment, then I get the, oh, well, I could never be like that. Fuck you.
It's not about that though, Murdoch.
Right, it's a no-win situation.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I want the women. I want Kim and Valerie and Neek and whoever else is in here, Courtney. I want you guys, maybe Alex is in here. I want you guys to give us your top 5 male actors that you guys like. I have no problem reading that off. You know, tell me your fucking TV crushes. We're Murdoch, we're doing it. And you know what? I will say this. I want your girlfriend to watch this. What's her name?
Billy.
Say that again.
Billy.
Billy?
Beali.
Okay, Billy. Billy, listen, this is no offense to you. It's no offense to my wife. It's no, but I know, you know what? Here, I'll tell you this, Billy. I know my wife's celebrity crushes. Okay. You know who she likes? She likes Phil Dunphy. Do you ever watch Modern Family?
Really?
The dad on Modern Family? She loves that guy. You know who else she loves? John Hamm. You know John Hamm from Mad Men?
Yes.
She loves herself some John Hamm. Okay.
Sure.
So Elijah Wood, when she was younger, she loved Elijah Wood.
Yeah, but as Frodo?
No, not as well. She had a weird obsession with Lord of the Rings, but she loves Elijah Wood. Like, I don't mind. You know, we'll watch Modern Family and we'll watch Mad Men and she'll be like, oh, that John Hamm, he's so handsome. I'm okay with that. Yeah. You know, and I'm no John Hamm. I could never be John Hamm. Okay. You know, so it is what it is. So let's just do this. It's okay to find attractiveness in other humans. We are going to do top 5 hot women actresses, and this is going to go throughout time. And that's how we're going to do it tonight on the Midnight Mike Show. So I'm starting to write some down. Okay, I got 2.
Oh my God, you got 2 off the bat.
I got 3.
What?
Yep.
Oh wait. All right. Could they just be celebrities?
Yeah. Look, I got a wrestler in here. I got a wrestler in here. My favorite diva of all time. Oh, I got 2 now that I talked about that. I got 4. Dude, I'm gonna end up with so many here. It's gonna be crazy.
You got the Fabulous Moolah on your list?
Yeah. Oh, I love the Fabulous Moolah. She is sexy.
What about Mae Young?
Oh, Mae Young. Oh, if you guys don't know, you know what? I'm gonna bring it up. Let's bring it up. Fabulous Moolah May Young. Hold on.
Get the clip of the Dudley Boys putting him through a damn table.
No, I just want everybody just to see how gorgeous these women are.
Oh man, I got 3 now, but this is like through history of ones that I had crushes on, because it's a never-ending list. If you guys start putting them in the chat, yeah, Kim says abstain, Murdog.
No, come on.
And Mike and I are old married people. You'll be there one day. I'll be there. I'll be married one day. Kim, I've been successfully dodging that bullet for like 2 decades.
Did you guys see how beautiful these 2 women are? That's the fabulous Moolah. Just gorgeous, just beauty personified. And there's Mae Young. Oh my goodness. I mean, if you just talked about beauty in all its form, it's these 2 beautiful ladies right here. So I just want to point that out.
You know what would make this segment more interesting? If we gave them more time and I gave you my list and you have your list and you could bring them up, the pictures of them, to show the fans.
I could do my best, but that's tough. Like that would make this segment a little bit too long. See, Abe has it right. How about top 5 childhood crushes? It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing. And like, once again, this isn't any disrespect. This is us talking about when we grew up. These are the women or these are the girls that we were like, oh my God, like these women are beautiful. And you know, it is what it is. Oh, I got another one. Hold on. I got 5, but it's not going to end here.
I got 4. I'm looking in the chat to see if somebody could like refresh the memory, you know, because my list would change if I had hours to like remember. But and they could easily be replaced on this list.
Oh yeah. Well, once again, folks, these lists are just off the cuff. This is improv. You know, it could change. You know, if you came to us and said, oh, you guys have a month, come up with your top 5, we might come up with a completely different list. This is people we're trying to get off the top of our head. Like, boom, there's Michael with one. Who didn't like Linda Carter as Wonder Woman in the 70s? There you go. As a matter of fact, throw in Julie Newmar as Catwoman. How about that?
You know what? I'll put caveats to where you could find them.
It's not about it. No, my wife, Valerie, I'm telling you, my wife knows my celebrity crushes. Like at my mom's house in my old bedroom, I still have a poster of one of my celebrity crushes on the wall because my mom never took it down, and I've had it up there since 1999, 2000, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, but the real question is, you know, she could have her crushes and you could have yours, but are there hall passes involved?
No.
Oh, no? Okay.
No,
she was like, honey.
I would never want to. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. Like, believe me, my wife knows that she's all I need. She's all I need.
If she was like, hey, like I'm in this supermarket with John Hamm, is this okay? And you'd be like, nah, chill.
I'd be absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I would literally kill John Hamm right there.
Okay. I just had to clarify that. Oh, wait, someone just said one too.
Oh, here's a good one. Thomas comes in and he says Marissa Tomei, Nicole Kidman, Kate Beckinsale, Gail Gadot, and Rachel McAdams. I will tell you right now, one of them is on my list. And I'm adding now another, not from that list. I still only have one from Thomas's list. But let's get through this. You tell me when you have your 5 and we'll get going.
I got 7. So I can give you like 2 runner-ups.
Abe comes in, Kelly Kapowski, Topanga Lawrence, Pink Power Ranger. Abe, one of those is on my list.
It's definitely Kelly Kapowski is on your list.
I love Kelly Kapowski.
Topanga is like after our
not only
time.
Kelly Kapowski, but after she played Kelly Kapowski, she went to Beverly Hills 90210 and played Valerie, and she was I think even hotter, like when she was on 90210. So Miguel comes in. My top 5 in no particular order: Natalie Portman, that's a good one. Nia Long, Anna de Armas. I don't know if I know who that is.
Anna de Armas is on my mind. She's a great pick.
Great draft pick there, Miguel.
Yeah.
Vivica Fox, Kate Beckinsale, honorable mention, Gina Davis in Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yeah, she played a hit woman in that movie.
Oh, Adirondack. Hell yeah, Daisy Duke. I completely forgot. I got
Duke's on the list.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10. I can't add any more. I can't. I used to have
I could keep going, man.
Lad.
I mean, if I keep going, I could go until I get carpal tunnel.
No, I know. Stop. Just stop. We're about to do it and get out of here, and we'll start taking calls. Johnny Boy comes in. Lisa Ray, Stacey Dash. Oh, Stacey Dash. Yeah. I have a very similar one to Stacey Dash when you hear my list. Topanga, Lucy Liu. Ooh. And Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Oh, God. Hell yeah. All right. Here we go. Murdog. I don't know how I'm gonna list these. Let me see here. Oh God.
I put 7 just because we ran out of time, and I don't know who to.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Here's how I'm gonna go. Oh boy, I'm gonna go 1.
We can go on forever with this.
1.
I'm gonna be similar to the show, just so you know.
3. 4.
Now remember,
my 5 is a hard pick.
This is level of crushes, right?
Yeah, crush. Yeah. However you want to interpret it, Murdoch.
What was her name?
All right, I got it. I got my 5. So, do you want to do honorable mentions first?
Yeah, I got to get this chick's name though. Hold up. Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, guys, here we go. My official honorable mentions to my top 5. And honestly, this was on such a fly that I could have, any of these people could have entered my top 5. They really could have. Because all 10 of these women I had crushes on, and through, growing up and whatnot, and up into probably from the time I was 0 to the time I was 25. So look at those years. And these are the people that I'm talking about. You're not going to get anybody past when I was 25. Although I do find women attractive, but it's sitting here as a 40-something-year-old guy talking about a girl who's 20. That seems a little creepy. But here we go. So my honorable mentions. Number 1, honorable mention, Molly Ringwald. Loved her. Dude, in The Breakfast Club, I loved her as a kid.
Yeah, but you have a redhead ginger fetish.
I don't. No, I don't.
Isn't your wife a redhead?
No. My wife
daughters are redheads.
I have one daughter who's a redhead, and it's because me and my great grandfather, I had a little bit of red hair in my beard. So anything that's gray now, anything that's gray now used to be red. And so both parents have to have red in their lineage for a child to come out with red hair. But no, my wife has blonde curly hair.
So how did your daughter have red hair like that?
Because I have red hair in my lineage, and my wife has red hair in her lineage, and we both have Irish in our lineage, and that's how it ends up.
Listen, I'd be interviewing the mailman, the milkman. I don't know, Mike. I'd be asking questions.
I have red hair, or I have red hair on me. My great grandfather was red hair, and her grandmother was red hair. So that's how it usually, from what I'm to understand, is it usually skips generations. So that's just what I'm to. DB. Yeah, DB, where's your list? Did I miss it? Where's your list, buddy? Okay, my honorable mentions: Molly Ringwald, Breakfast Club, Miss Elizabeth, Miss Elizabeth circa WrestleMania 4 and 5. Jenny Garth, who played Kelly Taylor on Beverly Hills 90210, gorgeous. Valerie Bertinelli, remember Valerie Bertinelli?
Of course,
dude. And Shannon Elizabeth from
American Pie.
Yes, and me and her share a birthday. So those are my honorable mentions, Murdoch. I need your honorable mentions, and we can get to our top 5.
Okay, so my honorable mentions. She is still hot to this day. Still hot. Like the where she can get it. Like right. Jane Seymour, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Jane Seymour is still, and she does like beauty products now on television as like a 70 in her 70s. Still a smoke show. She can get it. I'd, break that back. Another old school chick, just for nostalgia, I'd still do it. Jacqueline Smith, an original Charlie's Angel.
Oh, wow. And you went with the offshoot. The Jackie Smith is an offshoot from the Farrah Fawcett's and the whatever.
No, she's original. She's the brunette.
No, I know. But most people, when you talk Charlie's Angels and you think Farrah Fawcett, you think that poster.
Cheryl Ladd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that, Farrah Fawcett. Yeah. You're thinking those, the blonde little one. No, Jacqueline Smith always got me. And I'll stick with 80s stuff. Catherine Bach, who was Daisy Duke.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's Jesus. Penelope Cruz.
Nice.
Oh man, wow. She's those are 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the honorable mentions.
Okay, go, folks. Before we get to our top 5 of our hot women actresses or celeb or crushes, whatever you want to call it, I want to remind you that as soon as we get through this, we start taking your calls, talking more New York Jets. That's what makes this show a little different. We got to go crazy. We got to go, whatever. And during the intermission report, that's when it comes. So we are coming up, and we want them in the comments section too. Let us know your top 5 celebrity crushes as a kid or whatever. So let's get to our top 5. Murdoch, give us your number 5.
Okay. Well, this is no particular order, right?
Well, I put mine in somewhat of an order, but like I said, anybody that I already named could have been in that top 5. Like, these are all the crushes I had throughout my life, and there could be more.
All right, I'll go Tori Wilson, WWE.
Nice. Did you get her Playboy when it came out?
Probably, but I think after like 20 minutes, it was all stuck together, and I just had to get rid of it.
My number 5 was mentioned in the comments, and when I think of 2 movies. I mean, there's tons, but I think of What Women Want and My Cousin Vinny, Marissa Tomei.
Because she's still hot.
Oh, she is. She's
still, and she does not look her age.
A gorgeous lady, Marissa Tomei, baby. And she cut this. This is like, as I've gotten older and continue going back and watching her movies and whatever, I'm just like, between her personality and her, she's just a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
All right, give me your number 4.
Okay, I'll go another WWE chick, and if you guys Google this woman, she would have been the perfect Wonder Woman for the movies. Her name is Eve Torres. She married one of the her Brazilian jiu-jitsu instructor who's related to the Gracies, one of the Gracie brothers. Eve Torres was just like the epitome of a woman. Drop dead gorgeous.
All right, for this one, since I'm not that aware of her, what I'm going to do is I will share my screen and let people see what I have seen here. Let's go to here and share. And there we go.
Eve Torres.
Yes, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, she's a beautiful, beautiful girl. She has a little bit of a strong jaw for me, but absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, she's
look at the bottom. Look, go down a little bit on that second row to the right. The last 2 on the right.
This one?
Yeah, that one and the one next to her.
That one?
And the one underneath.
See, I like this one here.
Yeah, no.
Oh, even this one. Even this one here.
Yeah, that's when she was wrestling. But now she's like into jiu-jitsu, so maybe the workouts, whatever. But she's a mom now, and she's still a smoke show. I mean, she had those like bright green eyes, the Spanish skin, like the olivish skin, great hair, perfect body. Like, and she was big too. She was like 5'10", 5'11", like, I believe. So she was just like an Amazon or a Glamazon, whatever. She would have fit the Wonder Woman role perfectly for the movies.
All right. My number 4, Murdoch. Do you know who Lacey Chabert is?
Of course. She was the youngest sister on Party of 5.
Okay. I'm not talking about then when she was a little kid.
No, that's who she is. That's who I know. But yeah, but then she like developed and
Well, when I think her peak attractiveness came, there she is, Lacey Chabert, came when she was in Mean Girls.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She was trying to get Fetch over.
Yes, absolutely. We've talked about that way too much on this show. Hold on, let me put in Mean Girls.
That's so Fetch.
There she is.
What's her name? Gretchen? Like, it's not going to happen, Gretchen.
Gretchen Wieners. Her dad invented the toaster strudel.
Oh yeah, Gretchen Wiener. Yeah, she never would have made my list, but this is about crutches.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right. You're number 3.
Okay. I will go Stephanie Seymour, former model.
There we go.
She used to be married to Axl Rose. She was the
in the November Rain video.
November Rain video was about
Yeah.
her. Stephanie Seymour was like God's gift to a teenage boy.
Yeah, and that is probably my favorite song of all time, by the way. November.
And she might be one of my favorite. Well, I'll just end it there.
My number 3. I know a lot of people probably thought this was my number 1 throughout all the reactions, but I got 2 above her. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Kelly Kapowski, number 3. And I don't need to pull up a picture. Everybody knows who she is. Saved by the Bell, 90210. The Ladies' Man, she was in.
Oh God, I got a new number 1.
Who do you got for your number 2?
My number 2 is only number 2 because we're going like childhood crushes. Well, that's where my brain was at. An current actress named Adria Arjona.
I have to look that up. How do you spell that?
She's just like Adria. It's like Adrian, but without the N. It's just an A at the end. And
okay,
okay.
Oh, yeah, you like these
Latinas?
foreign. I feel like these like she's Puerto Rican.
She's American. No, she's American. She's Latino.
Well, she's Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
which is American.
Her father was like a soccer player, and the mother was like a model or something like that. But she's just all around. She's for my taste, she's near the top for me.
For those of you who need to know, there she is. I mean, this picture here on the end is she's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's my cup of tea right there.
I can't fight you on that one, man. Can't fight you on that one. My number 2, Alicia Silverstone.
Really?
Clueless, Batgirl, The Crush. You ever see The Crush?
Yeah, I was never into her.
Oh, I love Alicia Silverstone.
Wow.
Yeah, man. My teenage libido was going wild going to the movie theaters to see Clueless.
She never did it for me.
Yeah, I like her, man. I like her. Okay, here we go. This is the moment to shine. Number 1, Murdog. Who do you got?
Your mom.
Oh, let's bring up a picture. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If you had a picture, that would have been fun. No. Okay, I realized one while we were doing this who could really be the number 1 of all. But for my number 1 on this current list, but I got to give you the one afterwards. Childhood crush, still drop dead gorgeous to this day, Cindy motherfucking Crawford.
I mean, her with that birthmark, and I mean, in the early 90s, early to mid 90s, she could not be touched. Like she was gorgeous, and no one can deny that one.
She was perfect. Yeah, she was everybody's like dream girl. The Super Bowl Pepsi commercial.
Yes.
Yeah, no, she was just as a kid, she was untouchable for me for like a decade.
Okay, my number 1, final one, Stacy Keibler.
Really?
WWE, Stacy Keibler. If you don't know who she is, out of respect, folks, I know wrestling is a very niche market. So I will bring up a picture. Hold on, there we go. And let's go to present.
She's got the longest legs in like the history of the world for a female.
Remember I said that someone there's still a poster on my bedroom wall from when I was younger. Yeah, that would be this lady, Stacy Keibler. There we go.
She killed it on Dancing with the Stars too, because she was a WWE girl in WCW wrestling, and She used to date George
And
Clooney.
by the way, folks, like this picture here, this is her today. This is what she looks like currently.
Yeah.
Like still a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. But yeah, but when I was younger, like this is what.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get like a picture of her as like the Duchess of Dudleyville.
Yeah.
But yeah. Stacy Keebler. Hold on.
She's in her 40s. She's like 45, 46. Yeah. So fun fact, she was married to no, I don't know, married. No, she was dating George Clooney.
Yeah, she was with Clooney.
She was with him for a little bit, and then she found out that he probably plays for the pink team. And
oh, dude, real quick, Jets Worldwide comes in with Kate Upton. I liked her too.
Nah, not for me.
Oh, Johnny boy. Again, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I'm going to rip through a few of these before I start taking your calls and talking about the Jets. We have a Finns fan. You're not the first. Comes in and says Tua is undefeated versus the New York Jets franchise. Yeah, Tua's trash. Who cares? Nicole Schlesinger from the Pussycat Dolls. I'm very aware of who she was because she performed on the New Kids on the Block comeback album, The Block, from 2008. I shouldn't probably admit that. Thanks, Mark Soldier. Finns, who the fuck cares, weirdo? I love how we're so welcoming. No, you're. Go ahead.
Anybody, any chick on Fox News.
Oh yeah, right.
Like an Emily Capano, a Carly Shimkus, even Ainsley Earhart.
Jennifer Aniston was hot until she started bagging Obama.
Yeah. That's
Tawny
true.
Katane on the hood of the car, buddy. We know. That's a good one. Although she turned out to be a mess. Sarah Palin, I can't argue that.
Sarah Palin could have got it. She was hotter than her own daughters. When you're hotter than your daughters, you're doing well.
Now here's the thing. Adirondack comes in, the girl from Poison Ivy. Don't know what that means, but I want to point out that I was never attracted to Uma Thurman. But while she played Poison Ivy in the Batman and Robin movie, I thought she was very attractive. It might have just been the suit. Who knows?
I got to give you like.
No, guys, don't kick. Hey, guys, look, go back and forth. This is a different show. Go back and forth with Finn's fan. Go back and forth with fans from other teams. Shit on them. Let them shit on us. That's what this show is about. We don't block. We don't get rid of these people. Like, we want fans of other teams coming in and making fun of us. We can go right back at them. That's part of the show. Hello, Kathy Ireland. Any girl on Baywatch. Like, really, any girl on Baywatch. I don't know if Kathy Ireland makes that list, but Pam Anderson and what is her name? Donna D'Erico and who is the brunette? Oh,
well, there's some Baywatch chicks. No one said Pam Anderson.
I know, but who was the brunette? Who was the brunette who's really, really hot on Baywatch? She came in little later seasons, not like right away, but
the tall skin one.
She rode the Sibian on Howard Stern.
Oh wow, I don't know because I didn't even really watch Baywatch though. Carmen Electra, Dark Soldier, yeah, she back in the day. Carmen Electra.
Oh, Carmen Electra.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, but I kind of hold it when they all start getting surgeries.
Carmen Electra.
Yeah, but when they start getting surgeries and stuff, I kind of deduct points from them.
Oh, me too, dude. I do not like when women get like the eye work and the lip work. It immediately turns me off.
Yeah, what's her face? Megan Fox is gorgeous, but she's all like done up. So it's hard for me to, the enhancements. When they're enhanced, I can't really, I got to disqualify them almost.
I'm just trying to make sure. Just trying to make sure that Carmen Electra is the right one. I think Carmen Electra did ride the Sibian.
There was a hot one. An underrated Baywatch one named Tracy Bingham.
Wait, wasn't she the older lady with the short haircut?
Tracy Bingham, though.
Oh no, she was the black girl.
Black girl.
No, she was. Yes.
Tracy Bingham was.
Dude, she was on the Surreal Life. Do you remember the Surreal Life?
No, I didn't watch that.
I love every season of Surreal Life. Never miss that.
No, but you guys Google Tracy Bingham in Baywatch, like her Baywatch gear. Unreal.
Let's hear.
Super Bowl Cartier US. We've been throwing out older hot chicks. I mean, I had like 2 or 3 of them in my honorable mentions.
Oh, Dark Soldier, Margot Robbie, Kaylee McEnany.
McEnany.
Yeah, no, the Trump. Here's Dark Soldier, Elvira. I don't know if you can see. There's a little arm right there. That's a Elvira Standy figure that I have in my studio that was sent to me by a listener when I did my old podcast. And she's just standing there looking hot. Good old Elvira. I love Elvira.
She's on my dad's list.
Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus today is hotter than Trish Stratus in the 2000s.
Diane Lane.
Oh,
Elizabeth Berkley.
Diane Lane broke my heart.
Derek.
She was, I don't know about Derek.
No,
Diane Lane.
Derek was hot.
Diane Lane broke. Was she in Streets of Fire? Had a great soundtrack.
Alyssa Milano before she got all crazy.
Yeah. Before she became a libtard. Yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard, can't argue with that. Selma Hayek, can't argue with that. All right, guys, we could go all night.
I gotta give you the ultimate one. You guys got like after this list was compiled.
Or how about this one? I think Super Bowl Cartier or whatever. Nancy Pelosi got those sweater puppies.
She does.
Ridiculous.
Now you guys, Derek Jeter's wife, Hannah Davis, even to this day, but when she was a model, Hannah Davis is like perfection. And really anybody that Derek Jeter dated, they're all like, I have a picture of like a starting lineup of Derek Jeter's exes. You can't go wrong. Like Jessica Alba.
Derek Jeter's a pimp.
Justin Timberlake's wife. Jesus.
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah. Ooh, there's another one.
The starting lineup that you can make with Derek Jeter's exes is off the charts.
That is crazy.
Unbelievable.
All right, Murdoch, we got to get back to Jets talk. And as a matter of fact, we will go a little late tonight because we took so much time on this. If you guys want to call in and give us your picks and all of that stuff, I want to hear them. We will put the link in the description. But the first thing we've got to do is come out of the intermission report. So let's do that. And we're going to talk some Jets. We're going to take your calls. We'll go a little over tonight. Let's have some fun. It's our first Saturday night show with the new era of the Midnight Mike Show. And like I said, the new era of the New York Jets with Aaron Glenn as our new head coach. We'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right, buddy. We got crazy. We got a little went a little overboard on that one, but I like that. That's what this show is about. Bro, Rosie Perez is super underrated. Wait a minute. I saw Rosie Perez on something recently, and I was like, get this fucking bitch out of here. Like, and I don't mean to be an asshole. That was crude, but it's like me and my wife were watching it, and we were like, what is she doing?
She was at the Tyson Logan Paul fight.
Oh, that was it. Oh my God. She came in with the most useless information.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I wonder who's on Metz's list.
I want to know because I think Metz is asexual.
Asexual?
Yeah, asexual. I think he doesn't find anybody attractive.
Oh, okay.
I think he's like one of those people who's just like, nah, I could do without everybody. I just need Metz. You know? The link is in the description, folks. We need you to call in. The longer, by the way, the more super chats. We're trying to get some. It's the last Saturday of the month, so I want the thumbs up. That's free. So if you can't help us out with super chats, channel memberships, gifted channel memberships, all that stuff, the least you could do for free is hit that thumbs up. Let more people know that we are live here on the Midnight Mike Show late night on a Saturday. I was going to say Friday. That's Dano's time. Late night on a Saturday night here on the Midnight Mike Show. And let's do this. We got people calling in already, and I love that my computer can handle this. It's absolutely incredible. What are we doing, Murdoch? John Wayne or Frankenstein?
We have what'd you do last time?
I don't remember. That's why I'm just asking.
All right, let's go. I think I like the John Wayne one better.
All right, let's do some John Wayne. Let's bring him in.
kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets.
I need to know. I need to know. If you like that, would just pinwheeled, chuck the kid into a river, would you jump in after him, or would you be like John Wayne and just hang out and be like, let him learn how to swim?
I fish him out.
Fair enough. Mets, how you doing tonight? How was Saturday night's main event?
Went well.
Don't blow it, but don't tell me the result.
Yeah, no spoilers. We're all going to go over and watch that immediately following this stream.
Show's over anyway.
We're going back and watching it. We're not going to miss Saturday night's main event from Texas, right? It was in Texas?
Yeah, San Antonio.
Yeah, I knew that. See, I know stuff.
That's for who my top 5 were. I don't remember all of them, but I can give you at least 3 or even 4 of them.
Oh.
Which guys are you picking?
I'm in from tonight's top 5 show.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I'm not sure how big you are in brain, so I went with Elizabeth Berkley.
Nice. We all love Showgirls.
Yeah. Kelly Kapowski's classmate.
Yep.
The Maori sisters.
Oh.
Tia and Tamara from Sister. Never knew how much I missed you. I know my shit.
Don't remember the other ones.
If you had to pick Tia or Tamara.
How do you pick?
Gun to your head. You got to pick one. The other one gets thrown to a volcano.
I prefer Tia over Tamara, to be honest.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell them apart. They're twins.
He is the brains. Tamara's more the heart.
Oh, okay.
That's a good synopsis of that. Okay.
You got no more? That's it? That's all you could come up with?
I don't remember the other 2 I had on my list.
Well, did you like anybody else that anybody else named?
I think I also meant. Oh wait, I think I also remember Samantha Mathis. I mentioned.
Wow. Okay. She used to be with River Phoenix or something.
I was going to say the Super Mario Brothers movie, but whatever.
She was a '90s actress. Yeah, I know who she is.
Adirondack wants to know if you have a baseball show on Sirius Radio.
I do not.
That's upsetting. They should get you immediately.
You should.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You could read menus with the best of them. He doesn't get it. Okay.
Well, in any case, as for my thoughts on Aaron Glenn coming back as the head coach, Mama, I'm coming home.
Fair enough. Look, we're welcoming Aaron Glenn back. We want him. Look, if we need to get a guy that's a coordinator, first-time head coach, why not be a former Pro Bowl New York Jet player?
But then again, but there is a trade-off with this. We're basically copycatting New England.
We're not copycatting New England.
Vrabel used to play for the Patriots, did he not?
Yeah, he did, but Matt, Aaron Glenn has been on the top of all, if you looked at a top 3 of not only the New York Jets of what people were expecting from the New York Jets, but you also look at almost all Jets, broadcasters, content creators, fans. Aaron Glenn was always in that top 3.
Okay. Fair enough.
Adirondack says he swears he heard Met's voice on Sirius XM. Did you call into any shows?
Nope.
Oh, interesting.
I just find the lamest hire, or rather promotion in this case that happened, is that Brian Schottenheimer's now the Cowboys head coach. That's so lame.
That was an interesting pick. I'm actually shocked. I don't know why they think that Brian Schottenheimer could do any better than what's his face? McCarthy. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why they think.
Schottenheimer's not the cut of his jib when compared to his father.
No, I can't argue with that. And how about Pete Carroll going into Las Vegas with the Raiders?
Welcome to the AFC West. Population geriatric coaches.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I honestly wouldn't even have necessarily had a full problem with if we would have hired Pete Carroll. He's a former Jet.
True, but but the team was in a bit of a slump when he was in there, wasn't he?
They only gave him 1 season. I don't think that was fair. Honestly, I think he should have had more time. I would have rather kept Pete Carroll than go to Rich Kotite. That's what I'm saying. I think Pete Carroll would have had a lot more success with those teams.
Had
Yeah,
Rinaldi.
Pete Carroll didn't follow. Rich Kotite came after Joe Walton.
Kotite came in.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Kotite came after Joe Walton.
Came after Pete Carroll. It was Pete Carroll, then Rich Kotite, then Bill Parcells, wasn't it?
I think Pete Carroll came before Parcells, but after Kotite. And what about Bruce Coslet? I think maybe Bruce Coslet came after Kotite, and Carroll came after Coslet.
Coslet did not come after Kotite.
Let's look it up. I mean, could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Kotite took over.
Carroll, it was Coslet 93, Carroll 94, Kotite 95, 96, and Parcells 97.
I was right.
Who took over after Joe?
I was right. Just saying. I know my coaches.
See Sammy Bogg, Weave Eubank, Charlie Winter, Ken Ship, Lou Holtz, Michael Holovak, Walt Michaels, Joe Walton, Coslet.
Coslet took it. Okay, Coslet.
Yeah. So it went. So it was Coslet, Carroll, Kotite,
Parcells, Groh, Edwards, Mangini.
Thank you, everybody. DB wants you to go off, Mets. DB is a big fan of yours, by the way. Big fan. There's a dude that sounds and delivers just like Mets on Sirius XM. How'd that guy get a job?
Well, if he's copycatting me, flag.
Super Bowl Cartier US asks, what pick do the Jets have in the draft? Yeah, he's right. It is 7. I actually got a little thing for you here. There you go. You got Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants, Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders, Jets coming in at number 7 there on the draft order.
Do you want a flag, Mikey?
For what?
No, I just need something to do with these damn things.
I think we all need flags so that we could throw them at you too. No, once again, I don't know if I was talking to you about this, Mets, but I was talking to Murdoch and DB privately about this. But we need to get you have the challenge flag. I think because Tom Grossi does the penalty flag, I think you need to come in and challenge people with the red flag and just be like, "Up, challenge."
So you want me to go all the way to Wisconsin in May, storm his door, and basically throw in his face?
Yep. You need to, anytime you disagree with someone, you need to pull out that red flag and be like, challenge flag.
Asexual.
Well, that's what I thought, but apparently he likes ladies. Oh, Michael Landau coming in. Olivia Newton-John, not bad in Grease. Look, I didn't like her when she got the leather look in Grease, but when she was like in the poodle skirt kind of deal, definitely down with that. I don't like my girls to be too whorish.
Right.
Yeah.
You got all hot and bothered when she was like innocent looking, but once she became like the leather pants, it changed your opinion of her.
Mets, do you want Cam Ward? DB wants to know.
For the Giants, perhaps. I was more into Shador, but now that Jerry went in-house for the hiring, no, wait, Shador's going to the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Adirondack, someone's stealing your valor. Adirondack says, look into it, Mets. Stolen valor. Someone's imitating you.
Well, at least I can't be fucking duplicated.
Infrared says, none of those teams ahead of us want a premium interior defensive lineman in round 1. Let's get Mason Graham, baby. All right, Mets.
We need a new D coordinator.
Mets, you can't come up with the rest of your list because I got a couple people waiting.
Nope.
All right, Mets. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I hope to see you on Tuesday night. There's no Tuesday night's main event on Tuesday, right?
No. And I have to do the Royal Rumble next week anyway.
That's on a Sunday, though.
No, it's on a Saturday.
Why?
It's at 6. I might be able to get out in time for the top 5.
Why are they running pay-per-views on a Saturday? That's bullshit.
not ask. Vince made the change beginning in 2022.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Mets. Thank you for coming in. You are always loved here on the Midnight Mike Show.
I know. Peace.
I know. You can't even take a nice compliment. He's just, I know you guys love me. I know you can't do the show without me.
Whatever.
It's true. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. It is free. We need you to hit that thumbs up button. Let's do good tonight. I was going to bring in John. I can't see him. So here is Sean Neutron, our Vikings correspondent. How you doing, Sean? It must have been nice that you guys blew it in the first round, and then you got to see Detroit do the exact same thing. And it was actually a little bit more embarrassing with what happened to Detroit.
Yeah, no, and first of all, what's up, Mike? What's up, Murdog? And also shout out to Maddie once again. We miss him. So, and thoughts and prayers with his family. But you get it back to the subject of the Vikings and Lions. I mean, yeah, that was nice because they have the same exact playoff wins as us this year. So, which is 0. It sucks to see our season end like it did, but right now Washington is hungry, man. They're hungry.
Well, out of all the teams left in this, and we haven't even done our picks yet. We'll do it with Sean here, but
good timing.
Yeah, but with all the teams left, literally, I hate all of them except for the Redskins. Like, I have no problem with Washington. Like, and it's a nice Cinderella story. So let's fuck it. Let's go. Hail to the Redskins, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to see the Chiefs. I don't want to see the Eagles. Obviously, I get why you guys don't like the Bills. It feels like the Minnesota fan. That feels like the AFC version of Minnesota not winning the Super Bowl. So But
so let's do these picks since you're here. Usually you're there for picks anyway, so it works out perfectly. Super Bowl says boo Vikings. Nah, we like the Vikings here because of Sean. Sean's on almost all our shows. He's just like Abe and Tommy, and he's one of our boys. So if the Jets can't do it, we hope success for our buddy Sean and the Vikings. Unfortunately, that just didn't happen this
yeah, and I pull for the Jets too, so it's mutual respect. Scott
coming in late with Raquel Welch. Yeah, she was hot. How about Elizabeth Taylor, man? She was gorgeous. You're going old school.
Never a fan of her.
Oh, stop it.
I just wasn't a fan like that. Maybe it's because she had 9 husbands. I don't know.
Also, quick side note before we start the picks.
Were you on vacation?
When, today?
I don't know. Infrared says Sean looks great after his vacation.
Well, thank you, Infrared. I appreciate that. No vacation here. Just got a haircut, shaved a little bit, so I'm looking presentable.
I sent Sean the picture of his acting debut in Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking the juice in the hood. All-time great.
Scott, you are correct. The NFC North completely crapped the bed with the playoffs.
Well, Scott just said Ann Margaret in the chat too, so I don't know.
But also, Mike, you asked about the Royal Rumble on Saturday. They've been doing that, I guess, for a few years now. They're actually trying to do 2 nights like WrestleMania, but I think Royal Rumble should just stay 1 night. There's no reason for it to be 2 nights.
They're doing 2 nights for the Rumble?
No, not this year. I don't even know about next year, but they've discussed it. Next year it's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Bad idea. And so is
this year. This year it's in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Real quick, you keep saying the guy from South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, and I have brought this up several times. Everyone, tell me what you think. I swear that this is Sean's real dad. This is a Gerald Morgan from the Steven Crowder show, and I swear that is Sean in 20 years.
Bring up.
Hey, hopefully I get his paycheck.
Bring up the South. Don't Be a Menace guy. Just like type in like white guys setting up black guys and Don't Be a Menace, and I'm sure he'll pop up and put him on the screen.
All right, pretty good. White guy.
Yeah. Who sets up black guys?
I don't set up black guys.
No, it's just the character.
That's messing.
Don't Be a Menace. The South Central.
I'm not putting all that. I'll just put Don't Be a Menace.
While drinking the juice in the hood. No, where's the white guy? Yeah, see, you didn't go far enough. No.
Is this them here?
No. No, you can find it. Or right, who is the guy or something? I don't know.
You have to figure out the actor's name. Well, maybe just a small role.
That's the movie. Now where's?
Oh, dude, it's such a small role that I.
No, there he is, right there with the gun.
Yeah, but you can't. That's not a great shot.
Well, it's something.
It's something.
Can you click on and make it bigger?
Hurry up and buy.
Maybe there's just like enlarge the screen. This guy is Sean Neutron. I sent it to Sean Neutron too.
Yeah, you did. You should have sent it to Mike before.
Dude, that's funny.
That was me on my off day, guys. Relax.
That was him after the Vikings lost in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right, let's do our picks. We've hit the 2-hour mark. I guess the Commanders can win it, but no way refs let the Chiefs lose to Jaden Daniels. Yeah, that's the problem. You always got to fight with the refs when you're playing with the Chiefs. 45 likes for Midnite might get him to 50. Smash the like button. Smash. Yes. We've had more viewers throughout this show than 45. Like, guys, hit that like button. Help me out here. All right, let's do this. And also subscribe to Murdog's channel if you haven't. That's right, the Jets stream. And DB put the link in the comments section. So, Scott, we are well over this. And Margaret. And Sean, who are your top 5 like girl crushes like growing up? Like who would you have had a poster on your wall of?
Trish Stratus for sure. She was definitely special. Kelly Kapowski, Tiffany Amber's Thiessen. That was, I guess, I caught the tail end of Saved by the Bell growing up. Was it the Pink Ranger, Kimberly?
Really?
Bree right there.
Dude, I was way too old for the Power Rangers, and I still thought Kimberly was nice. Look, Dano, thank you. Good. I'm glad you know that. I will still reach out and call you, just so that you know what happened or whatever. But Dano says hit the like button, everybody.
2 or 3 of those are Canadian, so maybe it's doing something right in Canada. Who else? I always liked Elizabeth Hurley. I always thought she's beautiful. Still today, she is.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, and Heather Graham, because I thought of Elizabeth Hurley and Austin Powers. She just looked beautiful in that.
Yeah,
and Heather Graham also.
Elizabeth Hurley, right now today, is a pinup model. Right now,
yeah, I think she's like 60.
She's close to 60, and she is touting a lot of 20-year-olds right now.
Who's the other one who's aging really well? I think Salma Hayek.
You know who else was really hot? Christy Brinkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, she still is. She's another one.
Did you guys ever watch Speak for Your... First Things First with Nick Wright and Chris Carter back in a few years ago?
No, I don't like that guy.
The host was at the time, or the host's name was Jenna Wolfe. She was great at her job and just beautiful. So I don't know what she's doing now, but she's somewhere in media. But Jenna Wolfe, she's beautiful.
Real quick, I want to do these picks, but since we're running low on time, what I'm going to do is I can now see John Radcliffe, our pessimistic Jets fan. So we're going to bring him in and quickly see what he has to say, and then make those picks for the championship games. John, how you doing tonight?
Yeah, same old, man.
What's your
top I got lucky and got the day off.
Throw a few of those out here. Throw a few out.
Okay, number 1 is without a doubt Kate Beckinsale. I saw her in Van Helsing in 2004, and dude, I was in love right away.
Nice.
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale, no doubt. Then Sean beat me to it. Kimberly, Amy Jo Johnson.
Yep.
Salma Hayek, no doubt.
Yeah, but just gonna say Salma Hayek. What a babe.
You didn't think the Pink Ranger was hot?
Dude, Mike, I've been chasing girls since I was like 3 years old. So yeah.
No, I'm asking Murdog because he seems to be giving faces with this Pink Ranger.
No, I mean, was she cute? Like for a Pink Ranger, okay, but like hottest women ever on TV and
crushes.
Murdog, dude, you probably got a couple of years on me, man. So
yeah, but I know who she is, Amy Jo Johnson. I remember her.
No, it's Midnite Mike. Say hi to MJ Mike.
What's up?
How you doing, my man?
Is that your Patriots roommate friend?
Yeah, that's him. He's wearing well tonight he's wearing Chicago Bulls and Boston Red Sox.
Oh God, those teams suck too. He's just a pile of suck.
Let's see.
He
Other
knows
women I
I'm-
like when I was.
he knows I'm kidding, right? I'm fucking around.
No, yeah, dude, you can't offend him. He's a soulless ginger.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Takes one to know.
All good, brother. But another like when I was a teenager, Kelly Brook. If you know who Kelly Brook is.
Yep.
Weird Science.
Oh, that's who she is?
No, Kelly Brook was in Piranha. I don't think she was in Weird Science. She was the really good looking brunette in the Piranha remake in 2010. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. She's gorgeous in that movie.
She's beautiful, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking Kelly LeBrock.
I'm a little too young for that one, man.
What is her name?
Kelly Brook.
Brooke?
Brook.
Guys, what about 2003 Lucy Liu?
Yes, but I'll one up you with how about Maggie Q if we're gonna go the Asian route.
Oh,
I got introduced to Maggie Q and Need for Speed Undercover back in like 2008. That's when I first saw her.
She was in Die Hard 2, I think, or Die Hard, not Die Hard 2, but the one back in 2007.
Maggie Q.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, or Good Day to Die Hard with a Vengeance. One of the really bad ones
with Justin Long.
But yeah, Kelly Brook when she was young, dude, she was good looking.
Probably still is. I haven't seen her lately, but I can't imagine she fell off.
This is Kelly Brook, and I'm down with you there, John.
Oh, I know. And if I had to pick one more, like it's probably going to be a toss up, but man, it's actually like this pushes like way towards the older fetish, but just because of how good Jamie Lee Curtis looked in True Lies.
Oh yeah, no, Jamie. Once again, she went a little off her rails too. But see, but the problem I have with Jamie Lee Curtis is I feel like
well, she's a hermaphrodite. That's a problem.
No, I look. I don't want to offend people, like because this is a dicey situation. But Jamie Lee Curtis is like a butter face voice. So her face and her voice for me are not the hottest, but the rest of the package is pretty nice.
Well, when I saw Trading Places when I was like 8, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. So
her dance in True Lies, her dance in the house. It was like, whoa. Hey, but I got a better Brooke for you. If you go, what'd you say, Kelly Brook? I got a better Brooke.
Go ahead.
Actually, there was one, the Deep Throat girl, Brooke, but she was like, that girl. She was great, but an actual Brooke, Brooke Langton. Cheerleader on the Replacement movie with Keanu Reeves. Remember
she was also on Melrose Place, dude.
She was cute. She was very, very cute.
Brooke Langton.
Replacement is a good movie.
In that movie, I was just like.
And speaking of Melrose Place, Heather Locklear.
Yep.
And who was the girl who was on Melrose Place who also was on Sex and the City, the brunette?
Oh, the one who had the toilet explode on her on Seinfeld. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, begins with a K. Names begins with a K, I believe. Kristen Davis.
Kristen Davis. Yes, she's also very attractive.
Yeah, she was one because she looks exactly like an ex-girlfriend.
What was that? What was that space movie with Sigourney Weaver and Tim Allen years ago? Back in like 2002.
Galaxy
Quest.
Yeah. She looked amazing in Galaxy Quest.
Actually, she did. She looked decent. She was one of those women. She kind of hit that like phase in like in her late 40s, early 50s. Kind of like who was the Blindside chick?
Oh, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra
Bullock. Yeah,
gorgeous.
Everybody remember she went through that whole like MILF phase where every guy's like, "Oh my God, Sandra Bullock," and all she did was run around without a towel in the proposal. And after that, she became like kind of a sex symbol for younger men.
Nah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
by the way,
I wouldn't say gorgeous, but she's attractive.
I hope Dano here is not talking about Betty White currently, like the skeleton form of Betty White. I hope we're talking about Betty White from like 50 years ago.
That would be for the Midnight Jury.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, we got to pick our championship. We've waited well into past the 2-hour mark. We have the AFC and NFC championship games tomorrow at weird times again. Now, this is normal for our championship games, but still for a Sunday, 3 and 6 or 7?
6:30.
Yeah, there you go.
6:30. Yeah.
Let's start off with our own, well, not Sean's, but let's start with our own AFC. The Buffalo Bills heading into Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Murdog, who do you got? Now, who do you want? Who do you got?
Going Buffalo.
All right, John.
Fuck the Bills.
Now, hold on. I don't want the Bills to win either, but you do think the Chiefs will actually win?
It's Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen in the playoffs. So yeah.
All right. Now we'll go over to our NFC correspondent, Sean. Who do you got? The Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs at home?
I think from a realistic expectation plus who I want at the same time, the Bills. I think if Josh Allen can't beat Pat Mahomes this year, he never will.
Hang on, Mike, really quick. Mike, really quick. MJ, say that again.
So the Bills ain't shit.
Hell yeah, the Bills ain't shit. I hope so. Because my track record, whoever I root for loses. I'm rooting for the fucking Chiefs tomorrow.
I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just rooting for the tactical nuke, so both of them can go away.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I'll give my pick. Sean, who do you got?
So I got the Bills.
All right, I want the Chiefs. I want the Chiefs. The Bills are winning. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Jets Worldwide comes in and says Betty White 50 years ago was still 50. Fair enough. Can't argue that. All right, let's move over to the NFC. You've got the Cinderella story. The Washington Redskins, Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback, going into Philadelphia, one of the hardest places to play, to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's start with Sean. You're an NFC guy. Who do you got?
Well, Washington's defense has been playing a lot better lately. They've shown that they can hang in both games, and they beat the Eagles one game, and they were leading, I think, through the third quarter in this first game. Easier said than done to contain Saquon, but I think Jaden has managed to flummox or confuse defenses all year long. He's got that magic rookie touch. I got the Redskins. I'm sorry, Commanders. Whatever.
My Redskins.
I sure hope from your lips to God's ears. I sure fucking hope. Who do you got, John?
I want to see my boy Ohio State alum Scary Terry in the Super Bowl. I'm going with the Redskins. Last time, I don't care about how many points their offense put up. Their defense still had was it 36 to the Redskins? You know what? I got the Redskins, man. I had them beating Detroit, and people were laughing at me. I'm going with them. I want to see Washington do it, and also shout out to my buddy DeAndre, who is a diehard Redskins fan. So, I mean, he's a good buddy of mine. I'd love to see him have some happiness with his team. So I'm going with the Redskins.
Murdog, who do you got?
I'm rooting for the Redskins. I think the Eagles win.
I'm rooting for the Redskins. I'm going Washington on this, but I
also, there's a guy named Tiny Tino who's a big Philly fan on like Instagram or something. I keep seeing his stuff pop up. I'm rooting even more against him as well, because any grown man who's sitting there dancing and doing TikToks is just super cringe. So definitely.
That's not a man. That's a man child who never grew the hell up.
Yeah. It's just he pops up on my Instagram. I don't follow him, and I'm like, fuck this guy.
Wait, isn't fuck this guy all Philly fans like in every sport?
Yeah, I know a few who are decent people, but as a whole, yeah, pretty terrible.
I
can't wait to go to the link.
No, honestly, for my pick, it's got to. I want to pick Washington. I really do, but this is a Cinderella team with a rookie quarterback, and you have the powerhouse Eagles. Now the Eagles do have some injuries and Hurts, is still, there still might be some problem there. I still can't picture the Eagles losing as a top seed over a Cinderella team in Philadelphia.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you really want to see Mekhi Becton, a guy who did not give two shits about being a New York Jet, go to the Super Bowl?
Dude, I don't want to see any of these teams. I mean, Washington, I could, whatever, but the other three teams, I said this, I think Tuesday or last Saturday, if you would have asked me before the playoffs started, if you would have asked me in week 15, when we kind of knew what the playoff situation was going to be, and you said, who are the three teams of all these teams that you don't want to be in the Super Bowl? I would have said Chiefs, Bills, Eagles. And here we are. It's like, I don't know what to fucking do at this point, but I want the Commanders, but I just can't see the Eagles not winning.
Also, if somehow the Commanders win the Super Bowl this year, they're never changing that name, that's the only part I would hate.
Their owners, I've heard he's pretty adamant about wanting it back, and he's got the support of the Native American people who said they want it back because it honors their legacy.
I
mean,
hope that's true. I hope that's
a bunch of self-avoiding white liberals said it was offensive.
Yeah, I would love to see that back.
Real quick, Sean, Michael says, no offense, Sean, but I don't get the giant horn they blow during games. I personally think it's annoying and stupid. Sorry.
Hey, I can't blame you for I respect his opinion. I'm not, it's not great, but I I like the skull thing more honestly, but the horn, I guess that's their thing. I guess Carolina has a drum. You know, it just depends where stadium you're at.
Yeah.
Real quick, Murdoch has brought this up. Infrared comes in and says Tom Brady and other NFL commentators last week stated that they have not liked the way the referees have preferred Patrick Mahomes all year long on national television. And Murdoch's right, and the commentators and the people around the league who aren't obviously league officials have kind of gotten on the bandwagon of calling out the refs the way they baby the Chiefs. So that's interesting.
I mean, what's his face? Couldn't have been any more. Who was it last week who called it? He goes, "Oh, come on!" When it showed the two defenders running into each other, Aikman.
Yeah,
like he was so disgusted by that call.
Well, I think I saw some in the last 11 games they've played. They've gotten the other teams had more penalties than them every single time. So
Sean,
it's definitely
I was at that game. I was at that game last year where the Jets played the Chiefs. I was there to watch that total fuckover where Mahomes ran for 30 yards and clear as day. They're holding those two interceptions where there were no no defending. I was there for that. So I personally watched my team get completely fucked over by the officials. Yeah. So, I mean, to say that it's only dickhead Chiefs fans who say that there's no favoritism. Bullshit. I mean, Jets fans, we've been through it for 20 years with the Patriots. We know exactly what we're looking at.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's more often than the Patriots.
It is more often, not even close.
When do they call the penalties on the Chiefs? When the game is on the line, or when the Chiefs have a 2-touchdown lead, just so they could make the numbers look better?
Get the spread.
I mean, in big moments, the Chiefs get the call.
Oh, no doubt. Like I'll never forget last year. I'm watching freaking John Franklin Myers get a fucking bear hug, clear as day, right in front of the refs.
Yeah,
pass interference, first down. I'm like, he didn't even touch the receiver, and John Franklin Myers getting held. Shouldn't that be like an offsetting penalty at the minimum? No. Here's the first down inside the 10. It was like, come on.
I've never seen the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs lose a call or have a call go the other way in a game-defining moment.
One time, and that was before Patrick Mahomes Chiefs became Patrick Mahomes Chiefs against the Patriots in 18 with that absolute bullshit roughing the passer call.
Yeah, but
what about that call last year where they said, "Oh, we stopped the play before it started," and it gave them another chance to get a first down?
Yeah,
that
was pretty bad.
2018 wasn't Brady there?
Yeah, that was the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, but that was Mahomes took over for Brady with the refs in the league.
Right, so but you asked if I ever seen that, and I said that's the one time I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, but once Brady was gone, it was all Mahomes. So
pretty much. Well, yeah, after the whole Tampa Bay thing, but even before that, Mahomes was starting to get favored pretty heavily. Oh, and Mike, fuck your Devils for what they did to the Bruins the other day, man. Right there, buddy.
Dude, I'm telling you, they've been on such a fucking slide. And when they were doing they were putting what's his face in the Ring of Honor that game. Jacques Lemaire, the coach of the team that had for the dynasty the Devils had. And I wrote, I don't give a fuck about all this shit. All you need to do is win a game, and you need to fucking really win the game. And they ended up winning 5-1, which I was
yeah. Don't remind me, okay?
Real quick, Super Bowl comes in and says, I'm more offended by the commander's name. Then Jeremy Johnson comes in and says, white liberals have been getting rid of Native Americans since the 1880s. And I've brought this up on the show before. Those in the tri-state area will know this. Most of you know that the bridge that goes from Sleepy Hollow, Tarrytown, over the Hudson River, it was called, I still call it the Tappan Zee Bridge, and it was named after the Native American, the American Indians who populated that area. They got rid of the name of the Tappan Zee Bridge, built a new bridge, and called it the Mario Cuomo Bridge. So they took a bridge named after American Indians, wiped it out, and named it after a white liberal. Like what in the what?
And they got rid of the Land O'Lakes lady.
Yeah, and they got rid of Aunt Jemima. What the hell?
Well, they're doing important work there, getting rid of those things because that's offensive. But it's okay to go around and destroy things and destroy legacies. I mean, where was the complaint for the Blackhawks name? Maybe the Warriors or the Sioux. No one cared about that.
All they care about is once you start winning, they don't care at that point. Chiefs, I mean, their name's never going to change.
I want Chief Wahoo back. The Guardians? How uninspiring is that?
I was actually one of the few people who watched, and that was my team. I was one of the few people who watched the AAF, and I loved the San Antonio Commanders, and I loved their uniforms. They were like brown, green, and red. Just something about them. I liked them, but yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
It's kind of, with Freddy Krueger. There you go. Hey, Kim, you are all on it. Go Chiefs. All hail Patrick Mahomes in this game.
I want to throw up saying that, but then again, I can't stand the Bills. I will literally root for any team that's playing a division rival, especially this deep in the playoffs. I don't care how much I hate them.
That was definitely me last week with the Skins because against the Lions, that was fun to watch.
Dude, I loved watching every second of that. I loved watching every second of it.
Well, I'll tell you this, guys. I'm excited for tomorrow. No matter, honestly, I know that I hate 3/4 of the teams that are in the game, but it is what it is. Championship Sunday and Super Bowl Sunday are always some of my favorites. And I was food shopping with my girls earlier, and I told them, I said, Sunday is championship weekend. I said, so you know what we're gonna get, and they knew immediately. You got to get the platter that has the pepperoni and the fucking salami and the cheese and the crackers and all that shit. So tomorrow I'll be enjoying those games with my little
nice
fake charcuterie board or whatever.
Are you doing the show next Saturday or no?
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. Yes.
Royal Rumble, man.
No,
So,
yes,
yeah.
of course I'm doing the show next Saturday, but my only problem is that there's supposed to be snow and rain or snow or whatever, and I might get called in for snow removal.
Murdoch,
So
let's do a Rumble stream.
We can.
There we go.
That'd be fun. That'd be game.
Yeah, guys, hold off a second before I know if I'm running my stream or not. How about that?
We're just speaking for the host. We're just speaking for you, Mike.
We're just brainstorming.
You guys are coming on here and be on my show talking about running up against my show. I appreciate it.
Not the whole show, just for the men's Royal Rumble part.
What do you think is going to happen in WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday?
They need to stop doing this whole 2-night event shit. You're putting way too many matches on the card. I mean, seriously, I don't need 6 bathroom breaks in one show.
I get it for WrestleMania, but I don't need it for SummerSlam. I don't need it for the Royal Rumble.
And also, speaking of like the Big Four, can Survivor Series go back to actually being Survivor Series, please?
Yeah,
we haven't had a classic Survivor match in like 4 years.
Yeah, because War Games is just so forced with all those weapons and everything.
Don't get me wrong, War Games is awesome. I think it was great as an NXT thing. Give it back to NXT. I miss classic Survivor Series.
It's a WCW thing.
Yes. Oh, actually, NWA did War Games originally before they became WCW. They were doing War Games back in the late 70s.
He's coming in below. He's telling you guys, take over. Fuck it.
Let's do like the Nexus, guys. Let's get the NWO over here.
Oh, jeez, dude, I've met Kevin Nash. He's a weird dude.
NWO Brian over here.
Look, Murdoch's already got his NWO shirt on.
Next week, I'm going to make that my little name on here, NWO Brian.
Well, I'll tell you what, John and Sean, it was too sweet to have you guys on the show tonight. I appreciate you being here, John. Thank you very much.
As good as always. Thanks for having me on, Mike. Murdoch, good to see you again, man.
Thanks,
Sean, nice to officially meet you, I think.
You too, John. Appreciate it, man.
All right, and Sean, thank you once again for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
We will. See you guys. See you Tuesday.
Well, maybe tomorrow.
Or maybe. What are your plans for tomorrow?
I'll probably stream the games, both of them.
You think you're going to stream both of them?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
As one long stream, or are you going to cut it?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I guess I could, or we could take like a 15, 20-minute break, start a new one. Maybe, but fuck it. Why not? It's the last 2 games of the season. Or 3.
You know what I would say? Definitely cut them up and see which stream gets you more views. Like, who are people more? What are people more interested in seeing? The AFC game or the NFC game? It would be interesting to see that.
I'd say the AFC game because people have
probably because it's a Jets show.
Yeah, well, and plus it's like people just either don't want Mahomes to win or they don't want the Bills to win. It's like a rooting interest. NFC, we're like, whoever. Like, I'd like to see this team win, but there's a lot of emotion on the AFC side from this channel. For sure.
All right. Well, we of course always give you guys overtime, and we did again tonight. Gave you about another extra half hour. Make sure before you leave, you are hitting that thumbs up down below and supporting the show. The last time we checked, we had 45 thumbs up, and there's been more people in here for most of the show, so that means a lot of you guys are not hitting that thumbs up, and it's free. Also, if anybody wants to throw in an extra super chat or any gifted channel memberships towards the end of this show, I will get to them. But one last thing I ask you guys to do is, of course, when I get off the air, go over to the Jet Stream, _Jet Stream with Murdog here on YouTube, and give him a subscription. If Midnight Mike and Maddie and Sean are ever live for a football game, we're going to be on the Jet Stream, okay, right here with this guy.
We'll be doing draft stuff. We'll be doing draft stuff in the off season soon, and we'll probably be doing Yankee stuff for baseball.
And there you go, 49 likes, one more to 50. Guys, help a brother out. You guys are fucking assholes. Fuck all you.
I usually do it on the way out too.
It's almost 11:30, Mike. Run. And once again, we'll bring up that.
The 10:30 Mike show.
These are ones that DB and Murdog trolled me with in the Discord. I brought them up on Tuesday night, but that Tuesday night show always goes behind the paywall. In the Midnight Mafia gets it, but this one I loved this one. Midnight Mike show, 10:30 Mike show. Yeah, I would make that turn. But yeah, I'll get the fuck out of here. But Murdog, thank you very much. There you go. Look, Michael's already subscribed to Murdog's channel.
Just the Lando. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm trying to get up there. Little by little.
All right, Murdog, thank you very much. And hopefully at some point, maybe tomorrow, I can pop in or at least pop into the comments. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's only a couple games left, so it's going to stick with it to the end of the season.
What the fuck, real quick, what the fuck are you going to do when football season is over before baseball season starts?
NFL draft prep.
I know, but are you going to do any live streams? Like, are you going to do any hockey, any...
Probably not hockey because I don't have a subscription anymore to NHL Game Pass.
I'm definitely going to probably come in and do another Devils game. I don't know if it's going to be Devils Rangers, Devils Islanders, but if I come in and do a live hockey stream, it'll always be the Devils Rangers or the Devils Islanders. I'm not going to come in for random Devils games. But real quick, we got a Jets chant to do. Jets. Scott Foster, 199 channel member. Comes in. Where is Maddie? If you missed the opening of the show there, Scott, unfortunately, the past couple shows, Maddie is unfortunately dealing with health issues with his mother. She was diagnosed with what is it? Pancreatic cancer?
Pancreatic, yeah.
Yeah, and the only reason I don't want people to think I'm putting people's information out here, Maddie gave us the go to inform all you guys. And unfortunately, this past week she went into the hospital. And from now, she's actually entering hospice care. They've told him and his family to make her comfortable. And that's, unfortunately not the best sign. And, I don't want to end the show on a sad note, but, Maddie's going through it. His family's going through it. So everybody, please show your support for Maddie. He will be back as soon as he can. But there's no rush. We've told him, Maddie, me, DB, we've all told him absolutely no rush. It's most important for him to take care of his family, and all our prayers, thoughts, well wishes go out to Maddie and his family. So that is why we are doing what we're doing. Mike, when are we getting drunk again? Me and Murdog like to do that on occasion. Maybe we'll pull another drunk stream in the future. But anybody who is a channel member, go back and watch and you'll notice, because we don't do those streams to like bump up, get as many views as possible. Like if you do a 3 or 4 hour stream, you better be live streaming a game. Like other than that, you're just fishing for views. Okay. So we keep our shows usually to around what we say they're going to be, and usually give a little bit over. But if you're a channel member, go back and watch our New Year's stream to see what Scott is talking about. Cause me and Murdog went deep. I thought I was going to be out of here after midnight East Coast. We went past Central. We went past Mountain. And once midnight hit on the East Coast is when we started drinking. So you can imagine that's an extra 2 hours that you saw of me and Murdog just getting progressively drunker.
Yeah.
So enjoy that, everybody. You guys, look at you guys coming in now.
That was an eventful.
Now you're coming in. Okay, there we go. Jets chant. Jets. Maddie, prayers up. Absolutely. And we've told Maddie, we've told him how much you guys in the comments section are throwing your support his way and all that stuff. And here we go again. Jets. Feels weird playing the Jets chant and chanting Jets when we're talking about something so depressing and sad. And once again, like DB comes in with $2, channel member, channel moderator says we all send our love to brother Matty. That is absolutely the truth. You know what? And I said this to my wife earlier, Murdog. It's like, it's scary. And it's also sad because she was diagnosed not too long ago. And it's something that comes so quick that it scares you because it can happen to anybody. And sadly, Maddie's going through that right now.
It shocked me because when he told us, it was like a week later, it was like progressively, but I was like, did it happen that fast?
Yep.
Like, holy shit. Yeah, it's a terrible situation, man.
Like no one should know. Like you don't wish that upon your enemies. It's like it's such a terrible thing.
It's like you don't even know what to say sometimes. Like, what do you say? It's just like heartbreaking, you know.
And I think the best thing that we all could have said, and you said it to Maddie, and I said it, and DB has said it in our private messages, and it's just Maddie. If you need to call and talk to one of us, feel free.
Yeah.
It's like whatever he needs to do. If he needs to get shit off his chest, whatever. We're here
24/7. The offer is there, but because I couldn't imagine. You know, I think he's doing better than I would be.
Yeah.
Like I know for a fact he is, but you know, it's not. What do you say to it? You know?
Sucks.
Yeah, it's
this is the last one. Oh no, it's not. Wow, guys, what are you trying to do to me here? Scott Foster comes in with 199. Says we don't have to wait until New Year's, do we? No, you do not. We're gonna try to do a few late night streams through the off season and have a blast and come up with new shit. You know, it is what it is. Thanks, DB. I realize it's 11:30. It's a big joke. Midnight Mike show doesn't always go to midnight. Sorry, guys. I'm in my 40s with 2 kids and a full-time job and this secondary job and all this other crap. Sorry. Fucking
it's the weekend, though. It's the weekend.
I still got to wake up for the kids tomorrow. That doesn't change. There is no weekend when you're a parent. Sorry, there's no such thing.
No, but you got a wife.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. Maybe in the future when my kids are teenagers and they're gonna want it, because when I was a teenager, I wanted to sleep in all the time. So maybe when that happens, we got it. But it still is what it is. But thank you, DB. I appreciate it. Maybe me and Murdog will be in a little Discord chat after this so we can text back and forth. But thank you guys so much. Murdog, thank you for being on. I look forward to your stream tomorrow. Like I said, if Mike or Maddie or Sean or Metz not Metz, don't count Metz, but Metz is usually in there. Oh, let's do this. How about if Mike, Maddie, Sean, or DB are live on a stream for a game, it's at the Jet stream. So go over and get a subscribe over there and help out Murdog.
Yeah, don't forget, brother, Infrared _Jets podcast. It's another
Absolutely.
One of the homies in the family. Got a channel, trying to build them up too. It's all family. All family.
Does he only go on your show for live streams, or does he hit up other people?
Well, he bounced around to a bunch of content creators, and he has his own show that he's been doing. So we're trying to support all the brothers. Yeah, he's. You asking if he?
All right. And then drowned out by the Jets chant. Unfortunately, Scott, maybe Murdog is gonna have to explain this one to me. Scott Foster coming in, channel member 199. Hi, Murdog, to babysit.
Hire Murdog.
Hire Murdog, but then he wouldn't be able to do issues. Yeah, I need to hire someone who's not a content creator on YouTube to babysit. That's what I need to do. Scott, what are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? You could take a flight out, right? And you're good with little kids, right? That's what I heard. So maybe Scott could come out and watch my kids.
Come on, Scott.
But Murdog, yeah, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Got it, brother. Love you guys. Chat. Love you, man. Be good. I will probably go on live for both football games tomorrow. So head over to the Jet stream. What's the time? 3:00 first game? What, 3:30?
Yeah, 3 is the first one.
Yeah, so that means after was it kickoff 3:10? I don't know. But yeah, I'll start it at 3:00.
Awesome.
See you guys there.
See you there, Murdog. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. For a off-season show on a Saturday night, 9 p.m. going to 11:30 p.m., you guys did great tonight. I did not expect what we got tonight, and that just shows me not only what diehard Jets fans you are, but also how much you enjoy being part of this community of the Midnight Mike Show. Once again, we build through our own guys. You know, we're not going to other people. We're not going on to other shows trying to drag people in. Now, if Green Bean ever asks, and he has, I've gone on his. That's me. He's my, me and him are cut from the same cloth. We grew up in the same fucking town. So that's one thing. But we built our show from the ground up with our own talent. It's myself, it's Maddie, it's Murdoch, it's Sean, it's Abe, it's Tommy. And then we bring in our Mets. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. And then of course our behind the scenes tech guy, producer, Broncos correspondent, DB. We've built a good thing here, and I'm so happy that you guys have enjoyed it, because without you guys, this can't be done, and I'm just thrilled that in a year and a half, we've built this channel to the subscriber count, the total views that we have, and what I'm getting here, even in the chat now, and there's a lot of you guys still sticking around till I go off the air. I really do appreciate that. So guys, let's end out this show. Let's bring in the old school Jets song, because it's so shitty that no one uses it. It can't be copyrighted and trademarked and all that stuff. Maybe it can, but it's so crappy and old. I was like, let's use this. This is fucking hilarious. And now it's kind of become part of the show. So I hope no one buys the rights to it and can start copywriting, because then I'm going to have to come up with something different. Guys, I am Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host, coming to you from the freezing Long Island Sound. I mean, and when I say freezing, I've been sitting outside in 8-degree weather. It's cold. I am your late night New York Jets host, Midnight Mike. Tuesdays at 9:30, no longer 10. We come on at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday nights, and do an hour and a half for you from now on. Used to be an hour show. Now we do an hour and a half starting at 9:30 on Tuesday. And of course, next Saturday, pending snow, if I get called in for snow removal, I'll keep you all updated. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff at Midnight Mike Show. I'm branded all over the place the same. Midnight Mike Show, MIDNITE Mike Show. Hey, one last one before we head out. Hold on. We got the big fella coming in. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been, man? I've missed you. Stay warm, Mike. I will try, big fella. You too. I know you're in New Jersey, obviously. You got to be, because you have that awesome. I'm a Jersey boy. Stay warm. I appreciate that. Guys, I am Midnight Mike. I can't wait to see you next time.